to the people going to work. Good morning to the people coming to work. All those who are going to get a rest, get a good day's rest. And all who's do jamming, get ready to jam for the rest of the day until 4 o'clock, until you get the whole cycle starts over and over again. And it is indeed a pleasure to be here with you all. I wasn't here yesterday. That teeth. And I want to thank one of my callers, Listra, especially for recommending me to that dentist. He was pretty okay, but it was an ordeal for me. A real ordeal for me. I ain't lying to tell you. It's the worst I ever went through. I took out a wisdom tooth because my two back teeth, my two back premolar, well, molars, I should say. I had two to the bridge, the last two that were impacted. And when you say impacted, that means it leaning forward, not up. The tooth wouldn't go up, right? So my wisdom tooth never really came out per se. But my last molar came out, right? And that was a drama, but that was much more easier than this one for some reason. So remember I tell earlier I was getting a toothache, right? And things were not bright in the toothache department, right? And I was getting real pain. And when I bite down on it again, a problem, whatever the case may be. So the day before, I came in here eating a breakfast, and I bite down on the same tooth, right? Bite down on the tooth is because the tooth crack. I hear when it, let's put it this way. I put my tongue on it and I realizing, but like, my tooth crack, my tooth split because that side shaking and the next side isn't shaking. So I say, well, yeah, we're good on. Let's get to a dentist. So I asked you all for a dentist. So I really thank my callers and things for being there, always being there. And they gave me about 4 recommendations. So I took Listrazone. So I went into, I say, well, today's the day I have to get this teeth out because it's too much pain going on. And anytime I bite on it, now I bite on it now, and the tooth actually scraping my gum because it cracked already, right? So it cracked straight down the center. Well, I didn't know that then, right? But I know it cracked because I'm feeling the split in the tooth. So I go and I sit down on this dentist chair, and I going through the motion, and a pretty good dentist, took my signs, wherever, took the x-rays, took 2 x-rays, one for the root, one for the top, whatever. And they realized my tooth split in 2. So they say, oh, good on, there's only one option here, it's on a root canal, there's nothing here could fix this, This had to go to the full distance to take it out. I say, well, I done here already, might as well. So I sit down, they explain the procedure to me, they tell me the 2 prices, the normal price to pull it out, and the price if that to go deeper. So they started to take out the tooth. But I say it's just a numbing business. You numb down the tooth, numb down the gum, whatever the case may be. So the whole left side of my face, from my ears, you can't feel nothing. So they attempt to take it out. When they're taking it out now, the first half come out on the right side. The first half, that's the crown, that's the top of the tooth kind of thing, that above the gum, that come out. So the bacchanal start when I'm trying to take out the first half of the root of the first tooth, of the tooth itself. Boy, this man rock. He rock that tooth. He use all kind of tools. Bacchanal to take out this root. When he do get it out now, that was about an hour and a half, I rocking this tooth. And that was half. That was half of the tooth come out. So the top half of it in the pan, and then the next half come out in the pan. So that take about an hour and a half. Next thing you know now is the next side you had to go for now. You had to go for the next crown and the root of the next one. So like he tried to pull it out, nothing going on. That take a first hour. Nothing in happen in the first hour. That is trying to take out the second half of the tooth. Nothing happen. So he grind it down till he reached to the point where it reached to the root kind of thing. That is about 2 hours that take alone just to do that. Now to get out the final root of the second half of the tooth. That man rock that tooth until boy I start to feel like something going up in my brain that kind of way. I just sit up on the chair. I just ask the man fall back off because he done rocking this tooth. And this tooth is not moving. Next thing you know, I hear a scalpel. I say, oh God, the man will go and cut my gum now. And while they're doing all of this, while my whole left side of my face numb, it's because the whole left side of my face numb. It's because I still feeling certain parts of the rocking of the tooth. And I like, what this thing right here, boy? So I kind of ask him, I say, well, put a little more anesthetic down in the tooth itself now or something. Or by the gum or something along that effect. So he rocking. That man it take me exactly 4 hours. 4 hours of our dentist pulling and rocking your tooth. Plus, they cutting the side of my gum. Right? To get down to the root. And that is when he get it out after 4 hours. I just getting tired. And I just getting up and saying, oh God, you gotta give me a rest. Because even though my face numb, you're feeling the rocking still. And you're feeling little tingling, little pain in the root of the gum. And I like, what's all this about, boy? And the man rocking. 4 hours it take to get out that one molar. So all that movie where they see man getting knocked out and the teeth coming out just so, our teeth ain't coming out just so. Trust me. If our teeth sink down into your gum line, it ain't coming out just so. And there's real nerves in the back of the tooth. So that was my experience, and it wasn't a nice one at all. If I had to take out another one like that, I'd have take my time and think, boy. I'd have think before I go and try to take out that tooth, boy. That was madness, boy. So for all the people outside there who have molars, who have wisdom tooth, all them thing and them to see about, all they think long and hard before they take it out, please. Think long and hard because it is not a nice experience. I don't know if, the dentist say, it does normally take that kind of rigor to get out a tooth, but this one take extra long for some reason, like it was embedded deeper in the gum or something. I don't know, but it was indeed an experience. But Obi is here with us this morning. Good morning to you, sir. How things going?
Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. 91.1 Talk City FM. Everybody watching us on Facebook, YouTube. It is good to be here this morning.
All right. Now you gotta give my little pep in my step, man. Say it again, man, with some pep, man.
It is good to be here this morning. It have a little traffic on the road. People driving like shaloms. And gosh, boy. But it is good to be here either way.
It ain't easy. Well, that is good.
I'm glad to see that you could talk properly.
Well, on painkillers right now, and I'm still feeling pain, eh?
Yeah, but you see, you're telling people. So you're saying make a choice. So what is the choice? Stay with the pain in your mouth.
Then go through the pain.
Taking it out. Well, which one you feel worse?
I wonder. Yeah, I feel.
Cause I the choice you're giving them.
I feel remaining with that because every time you bite down, you're feeling them nerves like it's something shooting off in your brain, you know. When you bite down on the tooth all the time. Mm-hmm. So I guess going to the dentist, is your only option basically, and you have to take it out, and you can't do no root canal or nothing. Eh?
No,
because it reached that state where the tooth split. But I can't remember eating anything that would cause that. But I like plenty nuts, so.
Yeah, could be that.
So I don't know if eating nuts over the years was weakening it all the time, kind of thing. So I might have to stop eating.
A lot of things we used to do. It could be biting bone and all too. Yeah, people who like to bite bone, you know.
Nah, not a bite bone.
And then you have the cow wheel men who feel they could bite a cow wheel bone.
I'll eat wrong the cow wheel bone. I'll try to eat a cow wheel bone. All right, I feel it in nuts because I like those hard homemade nuts kind of thing. I love those hard homemade, and I see that right through. So I guess it may have been weakening the tooth all the time over the years now that I just didn't, you know. But on the home front, here we have some ads to play, boy. Let's play them ads on them. I'll play them ads on them, and then we're going to come back and get into our topic, folks. Still locked on.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours. Johnny, what going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I'm conserving energy. I switch your
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Bramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on...
Let's call, but I'll let Obi pick the topic for today. Well, at least part of the topic for today, and we'll go on to another one after in the third hour or something to that effect, right? But I understand you all were talking about the 3.4 billion.
Yeah, listen.
You want it? I'm hearing you. This thing on it? Right. Yeah, it's supposed to be hearing it.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, still no on.
Still no on?
Still no on.
Right. What's going on here? Tried it now?
Still no on. Still no, right, a good day now. Yeah, you know, loud and clear.
Alright, cool.
Right. So that money now being accounted for real, but I mean.
I mean, they switch up these two.
Yeah, well, them on right now. So yeah, they switch off them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They off?
True that down to the end, still on. Nah, still on. The Santa one here still on. It's still on. Well, we go see what we go do. Yeah. Boy, the more I look into this money missing, boy, and you know, I watch GPNM keep the big media conference yesterday, the celebration, anniversary celebration and whatever. And
they invite Rolly this time, I understand.
I do business who they didn't invite. I see Captain Fallong trying to play a role. He say not in the crowd in the back. He not on the stage. You know?
Right.
But you know, I sitting down and I watching them,
Right.
And you know it wrong to loathe people. But watch now. I watching them sitting down on that podium and I just feeling disgusted. To know that, you know, we had this big loan that you all take. That we don't have no accountability for where this money gone.
Well, before you even go there, right? There was I don't know how Heavy and bring it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Heavy is who clue me into it. That was the last Auditor General report, right?
Mm-hmm.
And out of all the $1 billion loans that we took about $7 billion US in loans, right? No, I think that about 7 billion TT, 7 billion
Right.
TT in loans, right? And there was a loan that stood out to us, right? Which was 500 million US at 6% interest to pay
To lawyers.
to pay external lawyers. And we were like $3.4 billion.
Yeah, but the external lawyers to fight what case?
Well, we
Or
don't know.
cases.
All it had was 500 million US dollar borrowing, and the explanation for it was to pay external legal counsel. Right? So like 3.5 billion TT went to paying lawyers, and we don't have an explanation. So this one here ain't surprising me. This 3.4 whatever.
And this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't know who gonna do it. But this is why we need constitutional reform, you know. Because how could somebody do something like this? And you see, and you throw it on the taxpayers. And this is why I tell people, you know, we don't, the general public, the right thinking citizens, we understand what it means when you say the state had to pay or the taxpayers had to pay.
Right.
That is why I just get mad when police do nonsense and we have to pay for the nonsense they do. Or when government ministers do nonsense. Perfect example being when the Venezuelan nationals, right? When the Venezuelan nationals was caught in the detention center. When they put the Venezuelan nationals in the detention center and they went to court, a Venezuelan national win $2 million.
Right.
$2 million from the state, which meant we had to pay that. That's not coming out of them ministers' money, you know. That is the citizens had to pay that. Only to turn around a couple months later and see another Venezuelan national get detained with a couple others, and they had to split $1 million as state revenue
Right.
to them. So at every turn when the government does nonsense, we the citizens, it does fall on our backs. And because, like I explained to you yesterday, the man on the ground who paying a smaller amount of taxes, he don't understand and he don't care because he pay what he to the nation technically is when he buy a sweetie, a soft drink or a box of chicken.
Well, it have indirect taxation and direct taxation.
Well, right. But you know who might be pushing a job that paying $6,000, $8,000, $9,000. Pay why he watching you and telling you here, well, we want $2,000 from you. And that $2,000 they taken from you compared to the man who giving 50 cents for a soft drink. He's the majority voter base that putting these people there and making them do this nonsense, and you, the right thinking citizen, had to pay the majority of the tax. And it should have something to hold government ministers accountable for this. They supposed to explain where this money gone.
Well, we have some serious issues that we need to iron out, but we just can't. We can't get on top of it. It's just run of the mill. Every government change. This one thief that one thief that. This one plagiarize. This one cause debate to stop. All kind of these things happen every 5 years when a government change or every time it come up. But we didn't get it for the last 9 years because there was continuous movement. So they didn't really get them. They get the UNC challenge them on some things and it just remaining the same. It is what it is.
But you see now, this is where it's making it bad because here it is now. You have our government coming now to try to course correct. To tell the citizens, listen, we want to do this, and this for you all.
Right.
But when we say that the government do have no money, the citizens just think, well, you know, the line, they're making that up. You understand? But here it is. It seems like when the PNM say it have no money because UNCT for the treasury, everybody in the nation does believe the PNM. Right. And then they just turn around and buy Casabon painting and raise the salary 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 times.
Right.
Right? But the minute UNC come in now and tell you, listen, we came in with a mandate to do certain things for you all, but we can't do it because money is missing. And then they start to present the receipts.
What they got called? Hello, good day. Call back. Yeah.
Yeah, they're presenting receipts. And everybody's seen, but look, we clearly seen money missing. And we don't even know where it missing to. And them just gone.
Well, I guess this is how we operate as our people, and that is not a good recipe for how we operate. You know,
I'm telling you, is the one is 1 equals 11 mentality. That is what we have here.
1 is 1, or
1 is 1 equals 11.
why this place just crazy, yes, and constitutional reform is where we need to be, and I am hoping that Kamala Prasad Bisesa has that as her top agenda, because I know she put that under her ministry. So I am assuming that work is being done behind the scenes to get that coming for the people to understand, hey, we need a change in the constitution, and we would like it in a certain way. We have explained it here a couple of times. Maybe nobody may do it again today. Explain that for us, because he's put it more eloquently than I can. But it is around interest groups in the parliament. Hello, good day.
Hi, good morning, Ed. Sorry,
Good morning.
I just want to find out something. How can firearms go missing from the mayor's office? And this is the same mayor who said that they didn't have money to do X, Y, and Z for Carnival. I mean, don't you all find nice things, right?
Well, yeah, at that point, yeah. All right, thanks a lot. I'm gonna take a WhatsApp call here. Yeah, see for a new trying to call here. Hello, morning.
Brief.
Good morning, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Pleasant good morning, Chief.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'll be quick on this. You know what? It is so apparent, and when it dawned on me what you just said, that one entity comes in and they say they have no money, and then the belief levels of the public.
Yeah. Well,
the nurses have confirmed this for me, that it definitely is a public who have selective outrage.
Yeah.
It's very, very clear. Hey, before I leave you, hey, Obi,
yes,
you
Chief.
are a tech man. Have you seen that video that went out? The young have them restless. In other words, a pun on the young and the restless.
Yeah.
Okay, right,
I just always,
okay.
sadly,
That
I
is
just
a
always
classic.
get blamed for a lot of the memes out there, because my memes will be ridiculous, but I don't take credit for that one. I know who did it,
You
but
don't?
I don't take credit for that one.
That you have people, not you, but I mean, Trinidad is really a creative place, not only for the only musical instrument invented in the 21st century, but when it comes to innovation,
We
just
have a
give
lot of
us the
talented
tools,
people.
man.
And it's not elderly people doing these things, it's young people.
Yeah.
People doing these things.
Oh my gosh!
But I
that
would-
is
I
a
would
classic,
say
man. I
the
mean,
United
all
National
over the world are
Congress
talking to
has a-
people. I want to see that Trinidadians. Anyway, have a
Yeah.
good day, gentlemen. I don't need to interrupt your good flow.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah,
Take
I
care.
would
God bless.
say based on what he's saying there, the United National Congress has a better slate of voices and creatives when it comes to generating those sorts of things.
Morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Morning. No, I lost that calling. Call back. Right, we have a lot of things going on in the papers, but that's so desensitized and just maybe it's just to do some kind of desensitized that kind of way. You know, because you're so studying, boy. As we wondering
finally
what
passed out.
life, who's that?
Speed.
He passed out.
Yeah, he passed out in yesterday. He did four islands in one day. Yeah. He passed out in St. Martin, which was the final stop.
Okay. Well, I see that Bacchanal balling and we food was the best.
Yeah.
Hello, good day.
Hello, good day.
Good morning, Mr. X and Mr. Obi.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
I just calling to congratulate TGT and whoever selected those people to be on the shows, especially the morning show. That girl has lifted that show so much that she's giving them for us and them and the other two stations real competition. She's really good. She has a good TV voice,
right?
And also all the other affiliated stations. The selection is great. All the shows are so good. I hardly ever listen to TGT and and the other shows. And
Well, thanks to the chairman, Mr. Michael Kerr, on his vision,
they're making good
and
choices.
the board's decision on bringing
I
in
know
people.
Michael Kerr, that was myself, but he and all has an excellent voice.
Yeah.
He should have been, but I guess his position he can't be.
All right.
But I say congratulations to them and keep up good work. Our next guy, Stanley Augustus, he should be on TV. He has an excellent voice.
All right,
Remind me
okay.
of a fellow called Bobby Thomas.
All right. Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Stanley have a face for radio. How did you go here, man? How did you go here?
I think he said for television.
You have
I
a
don't
face for
think he
radio?
said radio. I think he said television.
Yeah. That's our job. Breakfast shed again in the front page of the paper.
As usual.
Oh God. All they killing me softly. Now John Bates come back up again.
I know saying yesterday they tried to interview her and she run from the media to try to deflect from the story.
Man, she need to go and take a rest somewhere, man. You're causing problems, man. She had a GFC with Saddam Hussein and some Saddam stand down the. What is going on here? I know I'm hearing something. Yeah. So she trying to deflect. Well, she deflect. Let's see how long she will deflect for. Hello, good day.
Good morning, Obi and X.
Good morning.
Well, one of the season personnel who they interview a lot is Professor Haddad Gami, and he has said, okay, the media is basically biased, the national towards the UNC. And why I'm raising this issue, there is something that the media, and I haven't heard anybody talk about it. An appeal court judge by the name of Nolan Bureau.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right. He is leaving shortly, and he gave a speech yesterday or 2 days ago where his allegations with respect to the amnesty of the 1990 coup. Remember, the one a technicality based on the amnesty that two judges say, yes, the amnesty was good, and one was dissenting.
Right.
What this gentleman said, those two judges gave that decision possibly because of fright, cowardice, and all the other things that might be happening with the judiciary. I mean to say he raised it now, he should have raised it while he was on the bench. And I am juxtaposing that. So it have a fella called independent PNM senator by the name of Vera. Remember, he was engaging with appeal court judges who indicated that the then opposition was rude, etc. The fact is now, a sitting judge, he probably have 2 weeks, has brought the judiciary into disrepute with that utterances and that allegation. Now, at that time, during the coup, people have to understand who was the police commissioner and who was those two judges that said the amnesty was valid, whereas Bureau saying, no, they had all the evidence. It was a fellow by the name of Clinton Bernard and Justice Ibrahim. I say no more, and I'm hoping that this lit a fire, but apparently the press is not running with it. I'm going to have a nice morning.
All right, cool.
Good morning, man.
PNM areas complain of shortfall. But real different than our.
Look, I see they're saying more guns missing from San Fernando Municipal Police Station again. This time at different station.
They say none of the mayor. They say none of the mayor's section. But he would have all firearms would be in one place most times.
Well, so these are saying.
So I don't understand
and
what
they say the ASP found 8 defective revolvers, 1 pistol. Sources also said there were 2 seal boxes of 22 ammunition, 9 rounds of 9mm ammunition with the TTPS markings.
Right.
Listen, they're saying it's a gun racket. Let me tell you what's going on. This is just people get real comfortable. You see, under that P&M government, real people get comfortable doing bobble, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is.
No
buddy.
oversight at all, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Because for you to have this amount of guns missing and all these things, and you know, this is the things that I try to tell the nation. This is what all you need to pay attention. You want a government that looks into things. And obviously, when they're looking into things, some people going to lose their job, because that is just what happens when you have corruption that has reached a point where it bloated.
Right.
And people don't understand, the longer you have a government that is comfortable doing corruption remaining in there, is bit by bit, everything becomes corrupted.
Morning.
Good morning.
Mr. X,
Yes, morning.
Morning, Granny.
How things?
The gentleman closer there, I know his name.
Obi. Morning, Granny. Morning.
Good morning. What's your name, son?
My name is Obi.
Moby?
No, Obi. O as in the letter O, and B as in capital B.
Moody.
Obi. Yeah, Obi.
All right, sir.
But don't worry, I will take whatever name you give me, Granny.
Go ahead.
I have to tell Mr. X.
Yes,
He know me good.
Yes. Tell me.
Mr. X, I feel so sorry for your boy.
With what?
That problem you went through, boy.
Wait, talk about Canal. The worst experience I ever went through in my life, yes?
Boy.
4 hours I broken a tooth.
I go and pick out one. I got bleeder. I just end up in hospital.
Oh, you're hemophiliac?
And one that cost me almost $2,000.
Yeah, well, this one cost me about that. It was our same price. Yeah, all right.
So, I'm really sorry for that. But I called to say this, sir.
Yeah.
What's really wrong with people in this country? My Prime Minister had 1 year. How Ole was living before when Rowley was there? Ole didn't have food on Ole's table for 9 years. Ole only calling and saying, Ole, I have food on Ole's table. Ole, what? Oh, God, man, shame, man. Look at the Venezuelans. It have almost 100,000 of them here. If you go now in Twin City, my grandson come up Beach. I from Beach, you know, Mr. X.
All right. I hearing that.
Yes, and if you buy Danny in Twin City, in the supermarket, beautiful Venezuelan girls. They holding the iron thing, and as the man comes to put it on it to take it to the supermarket, and they're clean.
Right.
And the other man is a beauty to look at them. If they go in those supermarkets, otherwise the Chinese, you will see them and they're working. Look, extra food open South Trinidad. Look, facade, the food can open here. Look at how much people opening Twin City. I was there. Facade, extra food going to open there. And then, what's wrong with these people? They're waiting for government work to hold up and a cut and stand up and get paid.
All right, well, you know how it goes.
Something to do if the Venezuelan could get what I'm telling you who live in here. Otherwise, thanks, God bless all you.
All right, cool. Thanks a lot.
The Auditor General's latest report, government spends 1.79 billion on temporary staffing arrangements across public service. 1.4 billion.
I'll get a story and then when you come back. Hello, caller. Good day.
Yeah, morning, gentlemen.
Yes, go ahead. Shoot.
Because it's OB and Mr. X.
Yes.
You put together again, BOX.
Yes, BOX.
All right.
Well, right, opinion box, it goes good.
No, you know, this case that where this corporation officer died in, with this gun thing. You know, this opened to me a Pandora box. And, like, I see where, like, under this past regime then, and what you just said, people get accustomed doing things then. It come like nothing. These fellas get too brave. right?
Exactly.
And somebody lost their life. Now,
It up already. It's just people that chatting.
You hear where people they're finding bullets with TTPS marking. People putting on work and have on his TTPS uniform.
Yeah.
And all that and thing then. So, boy, I hope that government really clean up this thing, because you see a lot of people now seeing crime going on and they do not want to come forward and it have a saying, if you see something, say something. People are going to see something and they won't say nothing because they know.
Because they're not safe.
They're not safe. When you put on a walkie here, they say they find the bullets, you see it in the uniform, and next thing you hear somebody dead and all this kind of thing. So like I say, fellas, all correct, people will lose their job for this thing to fix.
Yeah.
Right? And one more thing I want to find out from you all. This guy who they say is sentenced to hang now. Is there anything stopping the government from kind of that mandate to hang that person?
Yes. There's a thing called Pratt and Morgan, which is a precedent in the court that speaks to cruel and inhumane treatment, right? And it says that if within 5 years you have not exhausted all your appeals, right, you can't be hung, right? But if you will be commuted to life, right? So he has 5 years to go through the whole appeal system, and if he fails to come up with a verdict before the 5 years time, he has to be he could be hanged. So like right now we have 23 people on death row that have exhausted their appeals, so they are eligible to hang, to clear up the condemn. But we have been talking about it. We've been banding about it.
PM,
the Prime Minister
to do that.
The Prime Minister did mention it in her early term about how many people, whatever. And so we can hang if we want to. It is on the books. It didn't go away. It's still on the books. And so we can use it to our advantage. But these people who now get sentenced, they have the period to go through that window, that appeal process.
Okay, because I believe we have it in the law books here, right? Because I firmly believe that once the government starts
stretching necks,
a man will think twice.
Stretching necks. I agree.
A man will think twice to go and commit a crime or murder somebody, because you know when you're found guilty, find you guilty, then they will pop your neck and they will cut your veins in your body and die there for you. You understand? So people will think twice. It will
have a call coming in on WhatsApp.
And one more thing before I go. This human rights agreement we have with them out of part of the whole and thing there. I think for us to go forward, I think we should come out of that.
Yeah, just ignore that.
We can't.
But you can't just come out of it.
We can't come out of those things just like that. It's not. It's called precedence, and it is something that weighs very heavily on how we go forward in terms of how we administer or not administer the laws of the land.
Well, brothers, I want to thank you for the education.
Yeah.
I'm listening there.
Okay. Cool.
Have a good day.
It's real easy to say. We don't want to part.
We just don't want to part. But you see, United Nations, them is a tricky group of people to navigate around.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you all. Mr.
Man. Yes, sir.
And my boy.
Hey, brother. Good day.
Stephan, boy. Yeah. But in fact, what happened with that hanging thing? They cannot hang the 23 people because they already passed 5 years.
They already passed?
Yeah, I think they passed, you know.
No, I don't think all
Not
of them
all
passed.
of them.
Not all of them passed. But the Prime Minister laid it out in the earliest, but I really can't remember exactly what she said.
Well,
to be honest.
Let me put it this way. If within the time you do all your appeal and then take more than 5 years, you cannot be hanged. Okay?
Well, I know that. You'll be committed. Your sentence will be commuted to life.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you about another sentence. That what happened last night with Peninsula Beckles and a meeting is the most disgraceful thing I ever heard in my whole life. I don't know if somehow the Prime Minister Motitella election is in June this year. That is the way I feel in it. Because the things that she wants to implement and calling she next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, that can be in 2030. That we presently know, because or either it has something saying that if you keep saying something and you keep saying it, it might happen. So maybe that is what they're doing. Keep saying it, and it might come to pass. And did I say that, boy? Sometimes the hole you're digging for your brother, you said might fall in it.
Exactly.
So I believe it's something like this what happened today. So if they keep calling her the next Prime Minister, and she's just saying that she will implement it, and it might happen. Because I hear one of the fellas say it might happen before 2030. You understand what that's not? But I know there's a local election coming up. And we have to nail them to the cross in the local elections to put everything to rest. We annihilate the PNM and we done with them. You hear what I say, Herbie?
All
Yep.
right.
We have to do.
I agree with you.
All right.
Let me tell you something, eh? You see Paula's Penny, she's such a joke, eh? The woman says she rates Kamala's first year in office out of 10 at 3. So I had to ask myself, what you rate PNM last 10, boy?
21?
Boy? Because what's
Must be one.
What's them don't even have a rating. You remember a long time in school when you in past days, what was the thing they used to say? It had a saying they would mark when you do get an exam mark, boy. When you completely a pass. I'm trying to remember the word, boy. But it have a word for it.
Yeah.
You understand? That is what I would read PNM.
After all of this hullabaloo, right? This government came and met certain systems in place that now not allowing the new system to take root, right? You know, if you're paying attention to what the hell going on, right, you will understand that the amount of things that were awry every day coming up with some level of corruption, and it's only the 11 at the top. The 11 of them at the top ate all the food in this country.
Yeah.
I don't know what it all is seen, right? This is facts, eh? This is not guess
or guesswork.
No, it's no police to get in and wherever, because they know politicians don't get locked up and wherever. Right? But generally, after what you all have heard, you all really thinking of even putting back the PNM there? No, seriously. And Kamala has came in under the 2.0 format, right? She has came in where she not firing ministers every Monday morning. You're not hearing about corruption here and there and all kind of, right? You're not hearing that, right? So far, right? Because there's no money to really be corrupt anyhow.
Not only that, but she did warn them when she get in. She said anybody play mad or bust all your throat.
You understand? So if all you're in hearing all these things going on around the tongue in terms of how we administer money, how we had OPR. We used to have no OPR exist before UNC came in.
Exactly.
We used to have no OPR exist before UNC came in. You know?
Yeah, because
all of a sudden now it's OPR and this and so what they was doing for all them years gone by, right? What they was really doing?
Making sure that certain people could walk away with close to 300 and 500 in contracts.
Hello, good day.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
The word I'm looking for is remedial.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, seriously, when you really add it up, it's almost every minute. AGC is in a hot mess. AGC used to have people on a floor. They tell JSL, right? They tell JSL McFarlane, who was the order 600 people. All of a sudden, it ballooned to 2,600 people being hired before the election. It had sport ministry, where when the sport minister doing the work, you realize, but wait now, it has set a youths we have on 3-month contract.
Exactly.
When them gone down, said the whole floor, about 100 of them on our floor, doing nothing when the day come, drawing, and he telling me what's going on. Every 3-month contract that comes to end, do not renew it.
Yeah.
And it had people in his ministry, key positions, going and renewing some of them contracts. Them 3 months, 100 of them. it had so many no call it can't
And
be serious, boy.
and listen, but you see, let me tell you something. I remember on their campaign trail, PNM made a statement, and that was the first content I ever put up on my platform when I went to YouTube. And I remember a talk show host who used to be a mouthpiece for them. He went live and he make a video and he say, "Ole, don't worry." He said, for the 10 years that PNM was there, we have put people in every place they need to be, in every ministry, to make sure that UNC could never move forward with nothing they want to do. That was his words.
Right.
And I remember that. And I beat that like a drum for days. And you're seeing it playing out in real time. That is why a lot of the things that the government... Let me tell you something. You see, if they could have found out everybody who was aligned to that last government and send them home, this thing would run like clockwork, you know.
Yeah, but you can't do that.
But you can't do that. Because the minute you go do that, you go hear what Penny saying here. Because this is what them campaigning on, eh? Hear what she said. She said the UNC, right? UNC-led corporations, including Chagaramas and DB, were increased by 122%, right? And she said how the PNM-led corporations, including Port of Spain and Point Fortin, it declined by 79 and 69%. So here what is their campaign strategy? Tell poor people, UNC don't love all you, and they're taking away all your livelihood and destroying all your life. Ignore the fact that we take a loan for 300 billion and it disappears and nobody don't know what it is. Ignore the fact that we have ministers with questionable actions of how many contracts their family have.
And their associates.
And their associates. Ignore that, right? Ignore who build the pool and the pool sit down there for months and they get their money. Ignore who build Las Alturas and take their money and gone. Ignore all the AGC houses that we have to now demolish, but that man get pay. Interest trail. Ignore all of that and study that UNC take away all their CPEP and URP, right? So that all they can feed all their family when we run away with the bag of money.
Well, I'm going to play a voice note here and then we're going to come back up and at 10 o'clock we will get the news and then we'll go into the naughty corner. So look forward for it, people. Let's see where this note in play now. Note in playing by... What's going on here?
You sure the volume up for it?
No, I'm pressing the wrong side of the mouse, sir. Yeah, I'm pressing the wrong side of the mouse.
Of course, a lot of the problems is a constitutional problem, and only a constitutional fix will work. This government is using executive actions to try to defeat the Hydra. This is why I call it a Hydra. You cannot kill it. You cannot extract corruption out of our system. It is integral to our system. And here's how it begins, and this is the things that need to change. It begins with the interests and ideology of financiers alone, and maybe activists sometimes, would be represented in the parliament because the financiers pay for the campaign and the activists do the actions to make it happen. Our politics in Trinidad, and politicians in particular, have one job. That is to convince the masses, this is what Obi is talking about, this is convince the masses that politics is about love and hate. I love my party, I hate the next party. In the meantime, there's a small group of people who understand that politics is really about ideology and interests. And they make it a system so that their interests and ideology are seen to, often at the cost of the masses. But the masses are quite happily entertained, so they don't want anything more.
Exactly.
And this concept is ancient. The Romans used to call it bread and circus. You just have to entertain them. Pantomime, puppet show. That's the job of a politician. While in the meantime, the real players understand interests, understand ideology. And like I've often said it, the way how a politician speaks to the masses versus how they speak to their finances is very different.
Yes.
Because of what is that? What they know who they're playing to, the audience. They're entertainers. There's no difference to this chap, I Show Speed. right? I hear he faint, they say he faint. All I'm saying is he faint in Ethiopia too. I ain't saying nothing more. You had to entertain, right? So, next one, we'll go into some more details.
Right, man.
Well
said.
We'll take that one when we come back.
Mm-hmm.
At the 10 o'clock hour, we'll have our news. And as we bring the news, where the news gone, boy? The news supposed to be here somewhere. The news was here. Where it gone?
Watch now. I feel the way they shake you with that toothache, like they shake up the brain a little bit this morning. You're a little shaky this morning.
I just had the thing here. What is going on here? What it is going on? I'll get it back, eh? Worry about it.
I think they need to start sending the news directly to your phone, yes?
What is going on here? We're not hearing something in the background there. I wonder if it's that going on there.
Raise your volumes.
I know I'm hearing something on the back there. Alright, let me see if I'm lucky here. God, no cigar, man, no cigar. I'm gonna try it here. From
Trinidad and Tobago, please stand by.
Yeah.
We are currently trying to find the news.
Yeah, we'll find it.
And don't worry, we'll find it just as the dentist found his tooth.
Look, I get it, man.
He found it.
I get it. Right, nice. Right, so we're back inside. So the news is there. Right, so we're going up to the 10 o'clock hour, people, and after the 10 o'clock hour, that's not. I'm gonna play it for you.
The naughty corner.
I'm gonna play it for you. I ain't getting it good here. Right, that's what we're talking about.
And it loud and clear today.
Oh God, yes, man, that's what we're talking about. I just cracking
Don't lose that, eh? Don't lose that at all.
I just cracking the whip to make sure that we have it. Right, we have some people that put in naughty corner this morning across the country. So they're calling breathless at after 10 o'clock news, and we're going to get into that segment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's very. All you do it yesterday?
No, we didn't do it yesterday. The show was too sweet to do it yesterday, boy.
It was so good?
Yeah, boy, yeah. We had people requesting more.
All right. Yeah, heavy, let's bring them out too, you know. Heavy, let's bring them out too. You know what I mean? It is what it is, eh? Don't fight it.
Nope.
I seen a lot of delayed justice denied. I seen a man get let go here from after 16 years.
We seen a lot of freedom. A lot of people who fall on the side of the law and the law work in their favor. We seen people getting money. I saw the people who would have lost their lives in Lavantil, the shooting. I saw the family was finally rewarded compensation for the deaths of those young men.
I want a mic on, you know.
Way boy.
But I don't wanna.
Don't talk that, because hear what I said, eh? The first thing I said is, if I was one of them family, as that does touch my account, I got it. Yeah, look for me, you know. I stay there with that now.
That's one topic I would not touch.
Yeah, don't touch that. Leave that alone. But I'm glad to see that justice has prevailed. I'm glad to see that justice has prevailed, and I am hoping that the same could be said for the young man and the young lady that would have lost their lives at the hands of the police recently. And I see another shooting come up again where they say some guy was shot in his back by the TTPS. The TTPS, I don't know how to tell the commissioner again, but you need to start issuing those men to wear the body cams. It's not looking good. And I agree, the government might need to shift the gears.
Well, Roger Alexander came in here the other day.
Yeah.
He was on the other program there.
Yes.
He shake my hand, but he watched.
I didn't get to talk to him.
He shake my hand, but he watched me.
Yeah.
You know, like, use one of them.
I saw him as passing, but I didn't want to interrupt the show and come in and say, hey, because he know me well. Yeah. I said, look, I ain't have on the big blue hoodie. I'll wear that tomorrow. But I wanted to tell him, look, me here.
Yeah, well, he shake my hand, but he shake my hand with that kind of.
Yes.
That kind of. Usually want to be mashing me up sometimes.
Yeah.
No, well,
but you need to get a little shaking, eh? We need to keep him.
I just talk the truth. I don't hide nothing from all you, and I tell all you what to do. I am one. I was told very young in my career, never disagree unless you have a solution. But still locked on for the news, people.
Today, Miss Janelle Berkeley, Deputy Chairman Barry Loveless.
No, wrong one. Which one is that, boy? What the hell is this going on here?
I can now proudly announce that our gas production
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I go right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City.
Well, I'm seeing that Senator Naked, well, he under pressure there with that 10,000. Well, 10,000 is chump money, you know what I mean?
Well, it's 10,000 and some other stuff, eh? They took his perfumes and his some jewelry and you know a couple of things.
Well,
listen, don't say 10,000 is chump change.
Well, chump change for them fellas and
hey,
for them.
Losing money is losing money. You don't want to lose money.
Well, you have a point there. Especially 10,000.
Especially 10 hot ones.
Yeah, 10 racks as they call it. 10,
right.
No, 10 racks, no, 10 racks. If
what
rack is
need to happen? What need to happen is Captain Fall Down need to go up in the constituency and tell them stop breaking into people's cars. That's what you need to do.
Don't get some licks for that.
Yes.
They threw out that time. Get them some lash, man. They threw out that time, man.
Come in, callers. Call in.
For
Good
the,
morning.
Go.
We have a WhatsApp call.
Foreign is calling in first. Morning.
Morning.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Right.
Yes. Licks for two people, or I would say two people and one entity. All right.
Right.
The first one is that the losers that we have up here, right? That saying that was a setup last Saturday night with the shooting in Washington. I don't know, boy. Yeah, you just so get them 2 clout and 2 whip for that there.
All right, all
Yeah,
right.
X.
You got two.
Yeah.
That's so.
In Forest where we had.
I ain't it. Keep your finger on the button.
All right.
That is what.
Right.
Right. There you
two.
go.
And you get
Keep your finger.
You get
Yes.
You get yeah, man. You
Yes.
must get your blues, man.
Yeah.
Don't sell me no
Yeah.
dreams. All
And
right,
and
cool.
last but not least,
Uh,
you owe me one because the last time it wasn't working too good, but let him hear it loud and clear.
all right.
The loser who in his mommy's basement, the one who calls himself, or they call Trini Trump.
Okay.
I have more street creds than you when it comes to the conservative and liberty,
All right.
anything
all
with
right.
street justice. So give him it good. And 2 hard clout. Tell him go get a job and come out of mommy's basement.
All right, cool. No
Yeah,
problem.
take care,
man.
buddy.
Yeah, man. I'm going to take this call here. Let me take this call here one time. Hello, good day.
Hello. Yeah.
Hello,
Good to go
good
now.
day.
Hello, good morning.
Morning,
Hello, good morning. Hey. Yeah.
All right.
People are afraid to talk now.
All right, okay.
Yes,
no
boy.
problem. No problem. She had to get some. All right, okay, thanks.
I told everybody she was going to campaign on
Hello.
that we go get all your back see pepper for all your vote we back.
Hello.
What's that?
Hello, good day.
Good morning, Sir X. You not hearing me?
Yes, we hearing you loud and clear.
Go ahead.
Yeah, give yourself 2 for me, please.
For what?
For coming out, for not taking a week off.
Oh Lord. She said take a week off.
Yourself 2, please.
All right. Hey, Velma, that's the old Velma, man. Hello, good day. Hello, morning.
Pleasant good morning.
Who were the naughty corner this morning?
Yeah, the man that stood in for you yesterday morning, heavy duty or something like that.
Yeah.
Who is suggesting that only people with 5 O levels should be allowed to vote in this country.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Madness.
All right.
I agree with him.
All right. Thanks a lot. Yeah, man.
And it was he made that suggestion based on me saying that before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, take a cloud for that. Yeah,
We don't need the votes.
Don't do that. We don't need a vote. Wait and see. I keep telling UNC, and I will say it again. That 102,000 people that did not go out and vote for the PNM, they ain't dead.
True.
They ain't there. They right there. And they will come out with a vengeance of vote this time around.
Yeah.
Because they get a chance, and as far as they get a chance, they realize anyhow going on. This isn't making sense to me. I'm going back to my PNM. Right? And those are people that if they don't come out and vote, they don't go and vote somebody else.
True.
So all it take 2 for that. All it 2 out of time, man. All they hearing all this corruption going on, and all they telling me about what these people and them, and all they let them back, they want to let them back in. Boy, let them take the look.
Boy, listen,
I'm
telling you something wrong with them, you know. You know, you gotta get to, you gotta get a big splash. So you get throw a bucket of water on them. For them to wake up.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Yeah.
You're not hearing the people on the calls. Turn up the volume.
Okay, yeah. The calls are sung in software.
What going on?
I don't think it's them on that side, but you go check and see. We had a call come in and I just on the call.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Check
morning.
Mr. X.
Yes.
You have to get 2 good clouds.
For?
See that dentist story?
Yeah.
Oh, the ham is shaking still.
I hire shaking? With what? I get the full story. I'll take my cloud. I'll take my carpet for that. Right? Alright. Hello, good day.
No,
right,
nobody
call back. Now that person went off the line.
Yeah, but listen, I know why I make this statement. Right? Hello, good morning. We have a call coming in.
Morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome.
The mayor of San Fernando has some lashes because you can't secure the gun and them you have in the possession.
All right. Game too close. Game too close for that.
What's
And
that?
game Alash for that, man.
Listen,
Too out of time, man.
if he can secure them gun, I wonder if he can secure he gun.
Hello, good day.
Mr. X,
Yes.
Good morning.
give Penny about 10 clothes to me, please.
Who that?
Good
Who?
Give Penny about
He said
10
give Penny
clothes,
about
please.
10 clothes.
Oh, look, I can't get she 10. I can't
Penny,
get
this
she
so,
10.
Penny, this so stupidness. God.
Oh, Lord.
She too out that time, man. Yeah, she too out that time, man. Or of course, like holiday foods. Yeah, right, true.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what is your beef with holiday foods, you know? Where does, of course, like holiday foods come from?
You wasn't wrong when they used to say that in the advertisement, of course.
No, I've never heard that
Well,
slogan.
you see what going on? You see what going on with you?
and I a big holiday food fan, you understand?
Holiday foods, of course.
Uh-huh.
That's what they used to say.
Okay, but you say it as, you
Of
say,
course.
of course.
Yeah. Hello, good day. Hello, good
Hello, good
day.
day.
Yes.
Hello, good day.
Good day. Who will not
Yeah, I want the person to call her. That's not who call her and say, the mayor really should say something, but he not in charge of the gun. So he call her, it is too close. So because
Yes,
the
man.
mayor not in charge of the gun.
You can take two for that.
Number one. Number two, all they deserve to clout too, because, sorry to bust all your bubble, PNM is not the PNM is failure, and all your parties failure too.
Oh,
About 10 years of
Lord.
my new. Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
We go take that. We go take
We
that.
go take that. He just a trap. He just a trap. Yeah, you need to
He's
learn-
salty.
You need,
He's salty.
You need to learn to pick a side. You have to pick a side. You can't be in the middle.
Here why I just tell them. If you don't want to pick a side, form a party.
Well, they were saying, if you don't want to pick a side,
If you
form a
convince
party.
that the two of them bad, you bring something to the table and give us a reason to stand behind
he
that.
sided with nobody. He sided with air. He sided with air. You understand? He in the middle of everybody. No, you can't be in the middle. Is that take a side? Because I didn't like none of them. I didn't like
I
none
was
of them
so
at
too
one
at a
time.
point in time.
But I chose opposition.
Right.
Because opposition most times are the sensible people in it. And
Me, I chose opposition based on I was looking at the progress around me, where I lived. And I get to notice it doesn't matter who in governance, these people excelling. And then when I look at the government, the majority of the government made up of those type of people. So I believe the nation will excel if they in control longer.
Hello, good day.
Good
Who in the
morning.
naughty corner
Yeah,
this
good
morning?
morning.
Who in the naughty corner?
Naughty corner, T and Jack will take a little touching up this morning.
Oh
for
God,
that, man.
oh God,
For what?
X.
For what?
Oh God.
5 power dip in 5 minutes.
Which
Oh,
one?
God.
Which
Blow up
one?
my TV,
Which
Chase
one?
Village area.
Chase Village? All right.
Yeah.
You blow the
This
man
morning, they cut off
TV
the
blowing
current
up.
again there for a minute. They're
Alright.
blowing up people appliances and things, man.
Chase Village is saying, right?
Yeah.
All right, okay. I'll look into it. All right, cool. Thanks.
Right, thanks.
Speaking of power outages,
Hello, good day.
Arango is
Who the
always
naughty-
getting that, you know.
Who's the naughty corner? Around West Bamboo is
Morning.
our main hub. Yeah, good day.
Yeah. Those that are money that's missing on account book.
Mm-hmm.
If that money available, you know how much things that money could do for this country.
Exactly.
So I believe that who responsible for it, they should get them and bring them to justice and hit them some lash too.
All right,
Yes,
all right,
man.
all right. All right, all right. Anna Kalpet too, Anna Kalpet. Yeah, man, the two damn stupid.
You know what does amaze me? That these people, watch now, PNM is really a well-oiled machine of keeping the voter base in poverty and dissidence, you know. Because here it is, take that call coming in there.
All
Hello,
right,
good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, so I want to put Dr. Keith Rowley in the naughty corner, and I
Oh,
want
Lord.
him to get about 10 lash, and he must put up his hand in the air for
Oh, Lord.
saying that he want to urge his supporters to reject the UNC laptop program and the AI textbook. Because
What?
you know why? The PNM love the supporters done
Ignorance, I
on
said
a
it.
certain educational level.
Thank
All
you,
right?
thank
At
you.
the bottom
Yeah,
of
Tappy
the
ball it.
ladder.
Game twinny ball it from it
Better,
too.
Rowley. It's better.
Yeah, you get two,
All right,
two good
thanks.
Kalpet. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. And this is what I was now saying. PNM is hell-bent on keeping their voter base in ignorance and dissidence. Because when you look at it, right, you have a situation where, and this is my point of view, how long has the government been in power? A year now. You trying to tell me a year later, it's still have people sitting down home waiting for CPEP and URP to come back?
I mean, they feel afraid? You feel afraid?
Well, if that is the case, hear what I want to know.
Yeah.
And this is my take on it. I would like for them to direct me to the financial support system, because if you eating and drinking for a whole year and you will walk in and you waiting for CPEP and URP, I want to get hooked up on that.
Look at it.
Yes. Morning.
Who do you know what going on this morning?
Well, it is the lady that just called and said the big Mr. Rowdy there.
Yeah.
I endorse that 100%. And all you can say is clap,
yeah, man.
Everything.
Yeah, man.
Give him everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Give him some tap in here too.
When it's on a national and international scale, is the only prime minister that they lost the election and coming back now and still making comments. You understand? Like if he's the opposition still then when it's totally out of it cleaning.
All right.
Did he force an Albasilian? So next time for that again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Some more licks, man. More licks. All right, cool. Thank you.
I see somebody say.
Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
We know
good
what
morning.
this morning.
Dr. Rowley said that you have to be a madman. Dr. Rowley, let people just so weird. And next thing, I don't want to pick no side, boss. I don't want to pick no side. There's two sides here, to me.
Yeah, you living here, boy. You living here, boy.
I got to pick no side.
You living here, boy. Where you living?
Pal.
Where you living? Where you living? Where you living?
That is not the point.
You living in Grenada? You living in St. Louis?
The one I
You will get too close for that. Too close.
He said he
Who that?
said he
Who
won.
you vote
She
for?
chose, didn't
Who you vote
make
for?
it.
PF? That who you vote for?
Yes.
No, well, right. Well, she didn't win, right?
But right.
Right, did you pick a side?
So you did pick a side. You picked the losing side.
You did pick a
You
side.
pick a losing side.
Nothing wrong with that.
And nothing is wrong with that.
People, the mistake just now they're talking about the people and them who talking about CPEP who waiting.
Yeah.
The government, KPB and them said the one thing and they bring it bigger and better.
Yeah.
That's what they say about CPEP. So that's why some people know, I being honest, some people need to move on because let's be honest, the kind of people, some people in Trinidad, how they think the military people and them other people, but at the end of the day, they said it was going to bring it back. As typical politicians, liars.
They brought it back. They just didn't bring it back in the majority, but they did bring it back. They brought it back. They just didn't bring it back with the same amount of numbers. You understand? And you see, this is the problem with Trinidadian people. You know, you see, everybody loves corruption as long as when the person running away with the bag of the money, a couple of the coins fall on the ground. You know. And that is what CPEP was. CPEP was, we don't mind the corruption take place just as long as a couple of coins fall on the ground.
Skim off the top.
And you know, this is something that PNM is so good at, because I just tell people this. I don't know how you let our government convince you that eating crumbs is okay. Why them have the whole cake on top of the table?
Hello, good day.
Yeah, that guy that called there and talk about taking sides. Them is big ring down PNM, you know. Don't study them.
Yeah, you get cloud for that. You get cloud for that. And a whip, man.
They're ridiculous.
Hello, good day.
Good morning to both of you.
Pleasant good morning.
I think it's Obi. I can't
yes,
remember.
Obi, correct.
Yes. What happened? The PNM don't mind it. PNM in corruption. They could do what they want and give them these crumbs, but nobody else must come and do it. They will pound them. So they love what PNM is doing there. Thank you.
You get them a cloud for that.
Yeah, they could take something for that, man.
Take cloud for that. Two bellas, two wake-uppers. Yeah,
dread bellas. You know, boy, I telling you, it's the worst. You imagine the government is bringing a laptop and an education tablet program, and you trying to tell people reject education. Then that is what you say.
Yeah, let's to the PNM supporters who tell themselves that the government changed now, and the same thing that the PNM was doing now, they expect the government to do it then, which is corruption. Well, ordeal, how to think again, and look for it also and think it.
All right,
They go lie down there and wait for that.
Give them some beating, man.
They go lie down there and wait for that.
Right, well,
that's happening.
That brings us to the end of the calls today on the Naughty Corner. It was indeed a pleasure giving all the people some hard bellas.
Oh, God. Let me take one more.
We'll take one more. Morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
You see, the PNM is a party like this. If you take away $500 from a hard-working man and give 5 people $100 each, so they will gain 5 lazy followers and use a hard-working man.
Agreed.
That is what they are accustomed to.
Yeah.
All right, go.
Think about it.
Get them too close. Get them too
man.
close for that. They're too damn stupid, man. Well, that brings us to the end of the
Naughty Corner.
Yeah, man. And we are getting up to the 10:30 hour where we'll have our play draw. So we'll see if Andy bring all any money today, boy.
For real.
We'll see if Andy bring all some money, some prosperity,
Well,
some paper.
And let me tell you something. If it's one thing CPEP and European workers good at doing is playing playway.
Yeah.
So hopefully they win something.
All right. I hear it.
But I just felt like that was a ridiculous statement. How you go tell your voter base to deny laptops and tablets.
But we come out, he's nothing. He's just like
to better the education.
He's nothing in the party with them problems.
It is a level of and you want me to tell you why that is such. Listen, is ego and hubris. Let me tell you why. What is the main message of their founding father of the nation? What did Eric say about the children and education?
Not
the future of our children is in the book bag. Well, guess what? Book bag mean laptop education and tablet education. So how you could be going against what Eric Williams say and tell your voter base don't accept laptops and tablets to educate the children?
Hello, when O'Halloran was running away with the bag, with that same Eric Williams was. When
you understand?
O'Halloran was running around with the bag.
Listen, boy, Keith, let me tell you something, eh? I see somebody in the comment section of our post say he need about 4 golf stick. Listen, you don't get tap and some whip the. Don't let me turn it to a golf stick, eh? Sit down in your corner and play golf because you ain't making no sense.
We're playing this voice note here and then we're going to go to the play draw. Yeah, that should take us.
Again, so the current system works like this. A financier pays a political party, usually basically the head. You just have to capture the head of the political party. And that head is going to control who is going to go up as his MPs for his party in the 41 seats. When that person, that leader, wins the election, the Constitution says the leader of the party that wins the majority becomes the Prime Minister. Full stop. No arguments. What is a Prime Minister? A Prime Minister in our country is a proxy executive. It's not the real executive. It's a trick. Eric Williams, bright as he is, second or third brightest man in the world, he's a smart man, right? He inserted something called Section 74 in the Constitution. Go Google that. Which says that the executive authority of Trinidad and Tobago resides in the president. And of course, the president doesn't sit in parliament. That is to satisfy that you have something called the separation of powers. The executive authority must be separate from the legislative authority, which is the parliament. And it appears so on its surface, but guess what? The next section, 75, and the next one after that, 76, basically installs all the executive powers into the hands of the prime minister, who does sit in parliament. So your separation of powers, the power to create law, power to execute law, is now squashed. It's no more. That person as prime minister becomes an executive chairman. That's basically a god. And he can rule. He will then control many other aspects of state, including the speaker, including the president through the electoral college, and then the commissions through the president. And Bob's your uncle. You have basically a king in disguise. And that's what we have now. When it comes to oversight, who conducts oversight? Who questions the executive about how it's functioning? All the questions we're asking this morning about 3 billion here and 3 billion there and whatnot and whatnot. The body that's supposed to do that is the parliament, the legislature. The parliament, the legislature, is one and the same as the executive because you have ministers, cabinet ministers, including the good prime minister, who are also members of parliament. That's literally himself asking himself. Himself asking himself for money in the budget and himself asking himself what to do with the money. So what do you think is going to happen to the money? Only a constitutional fix can solve that. If you try to interfere with it executive action, you're going to get what you have now. You're going to have the current government facing a brutal backlash from trying to
Course correct.
Stop corruption.
Yeah.
As good as that is, they're trying. The whole system is going to work against you.
He's correct.
So I'll offer my humble solution in a third one.
Yeah, and I said that to the public. I said, the reputation that I gave Kamala Persad Bisesa is, I said Kamala Persad Bisesa is Mr. Clark from High School High, or Lean on Me, as some people would know the movie as. Mr. Clark came into the school was in a mess, and when he tried to course correct what was going on in the school, he became the villain. But in the end, the school benefited from the course correct. Mrs. Bisesa and her government is trying to course correct 10 years of corruption.
Of rubbish.
Right?
Nobody. The problem is the adversarial politics of the PNM and UNC is what causing the problem.
Yeah.
And that's what, well, nobody will give us a note again on what he thinks would work in the parliament and Prof. So I don't think he was ever here for that session. But it is an interesting concept.
No, I think yesterday he gave some pointers, and I listen. The thing with me being a content creator, I just watch over everything 2-3 times.
Right.
So I watch the show over literally 2-3 times, because that's how I just learn.
Right. Okay.
Talking points and to better my speech and certain things.
Right. Okay.
But the input was valid, and this is the problem we have in society. And you see, PNM, the reason why she could mention CPEP and URP is because they have to dumb down what they have to offer to those people to the dumbest level to match where they believe they are mentally, because they've kept them there so long. So if I come and how we explaining that, listen, 300 billion was taken and is mismanagement and these things, they don't understand words like that. They don't understand words like that. But when you come and you tell them CPEP, URP,
dog whistles.
This is how they used to feed all your children. They take with that from all here. And to them, they made them believe that is as good as life could ever get. You know how many people I know, because of CPEP and URP closing down, they actually have better jobs. They got up and they went. If you went from CPEP to working amalgamated, that is an upgrade, because you get a bigger salary.
Well, I have something that is very controversial, right?
Right.
I believe, now this is very controversial, right? And most people wouldn't like it. But I always believe that you have to put the poor under pressure. And the reason why you have to put them under pressure is because adaptation, about getting up and get. Because it ain't about here it is. You have to go and look for it. And you have to be able to put yourself in a place to get it, because you cannot get things without education. You can't get things without skills. You cannot get things without many different areas.
Yeah, but
you cannot get
let me break it down to the simplest thing I told you the day when I came here.
And poverty is not something you're supposed to like.
Yes, but look, I broke down this to the simplest thing the other day when I came here. What did I tell you? The biggest part of any opportunity starts with you showing up.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
I have youth siders deal with every day. Look, the other day I had to explain to one of their mothers why it is important. The child going ECC, and I said, you need to wake that child up every single morning for 6, and she was against it. But the reason why we are news people.
We are the play withdraw.
The play withdraw, okay.
Still locked on people.
Supervised by independent auditors KPMG and presided over by the National Lotteries Control Board. Good luck, everyone.
Good morning. Welcome to the NLCB's 10:30 a.m. draw for Thursday, 30th April 2026. Let's begin with our
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what you need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Rennick Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Ramala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today. Exclusively on TTT.
Hey, up for this exciting challenge? Confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just what we need. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-42.
All right, people, we're back inside and looking for a smart way to grow your savings for a limited time. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates of up to 4%. That's up to 4% guaranteed when you invest with a PCU fixed deposit. Visit us at any location, Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago to get started today. For more details, visit policecreditunion.com or call us at 612-4PCU. PCU, your future is safe with us. Yeah, man. But I have a little segment that I was going to. I wonder if I'm going to it one time, boy. Talking about this. Yeah, well, I could go into this. Yeah. You inside, right? You inside? You on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
looking
So,
like you have a little gift box there.
yeah, well, let's get into it. Good and natural people. Well, you would have gone to the supermarket and you would have seen good and natural going on all about the place, right? So it is there for you to take part in. There's a nice good and natural cup. Oh, nice. I got a free cup, boy. You think nice. Not every day is 100% day, and that's okay. For the slower moments to reset your days, everything in good and natural ginger teas are good to keep you feeling balanced and comforted. So they have a brand of ginger teas that they're selling here with added sugar, instant ginger tea. There's an orange box here, very interesting.
Yeah. Are you struggling?
Ginger, I
read
like
it,
my ginger
sir?
tea, I like my ginger tea. Just add hot water, you get some tea
It seems
bags.
like it has a couple
It
flavors.
has an orange one, it has a green one
Mhm.
with peppermint and honey. Well, this one I would take. For sure. But although peppermint and ginger is blowing my chest, but I'm in business. I'm going with that still. I love them teas.
As long as
Teas
it
are
ain't
nice.
hurting
Huh?
as much as it eat you, you ain't no worry
Well,
about.
I don't worry about it. I have one with turmeric, people, which is a good cleanser too. Also,
Yes.
too. Turmeric. Take part in this one. This one seems interesting. Just add hot water with a couple sachets in the box. They have 14 sachets in the box, right?
Mhm.
And then they have one more with well, this one doesn't have a flavor, but it looks like a natural flavor.
Yeah, plain ginger tea.
Plain ginger tea itself.
Mhm.
You know, long time it's a great ginger and thing I make, right? I have it now in sachet form and good and natural pouches. So go out and check them, people. Ginger. They have peppermint and honey. They have with turmeric, and they have ginger tea, normal ginger tea. They have a nice little cup in the box and so on. So you can see it in the supermarkets, people. So take part in it and get your ginger tea. Right? It is what it is, right? Yeah, and a nice
Beautiful
box.
packaging.
Yeah, beautiful packaging. I must say that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get them a very that plate.
Yeah.
Very nice. I'll get them a
You keep the box, and as fast as your tea done, you restock the box with more tea. Yeah, we talking about shillings. The thing is for tea, you want to put shillings in it.
Well, I want to put shilling after I done with tea, after I drink
Nah,
all them
well,
tea.
yeah, but you see now, it wouldn't work because you see, you're putting shillings in something that you could still access. So you ain't gonna keep your shillings.
I ain't gonna keep my shillings.
No,
you
you
mad?
go,
I keep
you
my
gonna
shilling.
spend your shillings on them.
I keep my shilling. Well, we're coming up, people, to the 11 o'clock news, which we will take part in shortly, and most likely it will be read by Stanley Augustus. And so, Let's talk in the meantime.
Yes, so back to the point I was making earlier on. In terms of the, where it's like they're hell-bent on just keeping the voter base just
No, well,
ignorant,
if people falling for that. No, you have to remember, racket used to run in these things, right?
Yeah.
And I'm telling all you how the racket does run, right? It does have men that get paid extras.
Mm-hmm.
It does have men that get paid extras for their participation in the program, right?
Right.
Now, they have a women's program, they have a URP program.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about for Region 2.
Mm.
Region 2 had 215 gangs working, right? That is 215 gangs by 10 people.
Right.
Right? And they just work in the areas in Region 2. Region 2 is like Beetham, Sealots, them areas going up the Lavantil,
East West
whatever,
corridor, yeah.
215 gangs. And if you could find one gang in the morning, you're lucky.
And that is what I'm saying.
One gang, eh? If you can find one out of that 250, right? But every fortnight,
they're drawing money.
And they you remember when they used to draw money with check?
Mm-hmm.
Right. They used to make out the checks to the participants, and men used to get paid. Arnold Schwarzenegger used to get paid.
Yeah.
Sharon Stone used to get paid.
Yeah.
And so on and so on. Them is literal people that go in by the Chinese and signing behind the check, and they getting it paid.
Exactly.
Right? You're getting money for it. That used to happen before. That was the first set of racket.
That was the first set of racket. I remember that.
P&M again, eh?
Yeah. It has always been under them.
You understand? They come and they scrap that. They say, oh, we're going to try to trick Trinidadians. The tricky Dadians, we're going to try to trick them.
Yeah.
So we're going to come out with a made out to go through the bank to get money. Right? So they went through the bank. All the players that I'm getting paid via First Citizen Bankyard.
Okay.
And I remember certain people having a stack of a bankyard when the fortnight come.
Yeah.
Right? And they going to the unit, the ATM, and pulling out their money, and the rest of money will go towards the person who come in and sign for the gang.
Yeah.
Right? So some days they would be asked to come in and sign and go back home.
Mm-hmm.
But you're drawing our money every fortnight.
Yeah, and then you get break up.
The women's program was the same thing.
Bro, let me tell you how bad this thing was, eh? When I, started to support the UNC heavy, I remember my godson mother stopped talk to me because she was part of the ghost gang thing. And I told her, I said, I say it's so sad that you all believe that this is as good as life could get. Because I said, all this ghost gang money that you all are trying to take, if this money was repurposed, all your standard of living would improve.
No, well, nobody not studying that.
But they don't care about that. What they care about is, because I just tell everybody, poverty, you want to learn about all the grants and Minister Delusional Dolly, she did it. When the UNC sent up the city paper, because she come up on the podium and she say, oh yeah, flood, and I can tell you this because I have friends who work in social services. She say, flood them social services building. They have a grant for this and a grant for that and a grant for the other. She didn't tell them the process that they had to go through for grant. I remember my friend calling me and she said, right now it's madness here. She said, people come here asking for the CPEP grant. It have no such thing as a CPEP grant, eh? But that is what P&M tell them. And they came down there looking for that and demanding that they get that. And she always just tell me, she say, Adrian, you want to know how to access every possible grant in the legal system? She said, ask anybody who live in any ghetto. They know all. They know when they make a child, the father in mind in the child, they automatically know, okay, we're not going to go to work. We access public assistance and a food card. Right? From the access of the public assistance and the food card, that $2,000 they access the. From there now, they get a job now that pays on the side so that way now they don't have to worry that if social service visit, and in most cases social services are visiting because them don't give you that and they go on their way. So by the time the corruption cycle done, them going home with a cool 4,000 or 5,000 of tax-paying dollars, and them may break a sweat, you know.
Look at it.
Yeah, you'll be here how serious you are to think it.
Mhm.
One man is to have 40 cards and more.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
One is our 80 cards.
Yeah.
No, what they're doing
40?
now, they're buying the cards from here.
Yeah.
They give you 3,000 or 2,000 for the card. They give you the PIN number.
Yeah.
And what's the number? You go shop to see where you go in the office. You see like most of these bands stock up there and BMW stock up there.
Yeah.
You understand? And the way the money is to go now, if we go to the area now, where the money is to go? In Penny White, or in CFC, outlet, in buying night, partying,
Jordan,
going like to the river line.
NSC, yeah.
And all out is there the money used to be going because it's getting free money.
Yeah.
I know our man used to be getting and say that money is to line with.
Yeah.
And she's drinking Heineken. You understand? So people know where the money going now.
Yeah.
You understand? But if that thing change, and it's pretty better there.
And not only that, but look, even when Trump had shut down that in the United States, I remember seeing people making videos saying, how dare you all get angry with us? How dare you all stop working and agree that you all that we shouldn't have access to these food stamps and these food cards. I watching people buying $3,000-$4,000 in junk food in the States off of food stamps. And this is what has happened in Trinidad. The CPEP gangs and the people who have access to all these grants, they believe that they are entitled to that, you know, because that is what PNM told them under Eric Williams, that you all are entitled to this. And this is how they sell it. They say the wealth of the nation is the wealth of the people, right? And they convince them that the so-called wealth of the people that you all accessing, you all don't need to work for it. We will give you all CPEP and URP. You do the bare minimum. And that is why I said the critical thinking taxpayers, and I made that statement yesterday, you are punished for doing well in life. Because if I working hard and a taxman taking $2,000 out of my salary because I applied myself, I studied and made something of myself that I could earn a revenue or salary that gives me that. And a man sitting on a corner liming smoking, he didn't study, he work. And he is accessing all those grants. And the majority of it is coming from my tax-paying dollars for he to have that. And the nation, the critical thinking people, should have an uproar and say they're not paying for that no more. And that comes down to the statement you made. The best way to break poverty is to put pressure on them. But now, PNM will weaponize the pressure that is being put on them. And the pressure is not really pressure. You know, all they did, they stopped corruption in CPEP and URP. All they had to do now was get up and go look for a job.
Okay.
And they don't want to do that.
Yeah, seeing the live chat pumping, man. Nice,
Yeah, the chat pumping, man. Big up everybody on the YouTube and the Facebook. The live chat is pumping. Yeah, and the reality of it is that is what going on. You have a society now that feels like they are entitled to these things. And then you have, and that is why PNM is going to campaign on that. Voters back, and we go give all your URP and CPEP. Right? We go put all your back right where all your was. Forget trying to elevate all yourself in the next 4 years. Forget trying to get a better job. Forget trying to get a better schoolwork. Stay away. You have a PM, former, telling them, stay away from tablets and education that the UNC is trying to provide for you all to attempt to make a better version of all yourself. Forget that. What all your children need to see is all they cut grass and blow leaf and whack at this and then sit on the block and smoke weed and drink alcohol and contribute to degenerative behavior. And that is what it is to be a productive citizen in Trinidad and Tobago. That's the message they're sending.
Definitely.
And the minute now anybody tries to course correct that, them is the villains.
Well, they have and the NPOP program is what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's a upkeep of public spaces and whatever, right? And it now come off the pilot project, so they're now introducing it in a bigger way. So it will get bigger. It goes up to September, and then it's supposed to get a bigger allocation. So they're kind of testing it out to see how it works, and for people to get you used to get $80 a day in those programs. Now we're getting over $200 in programs, close to $300 in some cases. So And you get suit training, because a portion of them down in they getting suit training,
Mhm.
and that sort of stuff. They're getting exposed to different pieces of training while they're doing the program. So you have a learning element to the program and that kind of stuff.
Which is important.
Yeah, so things happening at least.
And not only that, let me tell you something. I saw this circulating with the same waterfront project that you showed me that they have earmarked for Kuva.
Right.
Right? And the hotel that they're building in South. I am seeing people in the comment section saying Kamala Persad Bissessa fixing cheap people and them.
Right.
Look, all the work and everything happening in South. Kamala only studying South now. They clean forget the waterfront project that she unveiled earlier on last year with Miss John. Right? Now, when that waterfront project was announced for Port of Spain, Brian Manning ran out himself and say, Kamala Persad Bissessa just thieving my father idea and modifying it. Okay, let me play devil's advocate. Kamala, whether or not she went back to the drawing board to modify your father idea and bring it forward, you are part of an organization that your father was a symbol of. Your father's ideology and what he wanted with 2020 vision was never touched for 10 years by the man who make him get kicked out of his position. He never revisit anything your father did.
Right. And you want to come and claim.
And you want to come to say Kamala Persad Bissessa stealing your father's idea. Now my question is this. For the people who are saying that all the work taking place down south and Kamala Persad Bissessa fixing cheap people, I have a question to ask all you. Why didn't the PNM fix all year? And don't tell me CPEP and URP is fixing all year, because there hasn't been any development in Port of Spain for 10 years.
Right. Well, they love racket. They love it. They love the racket. You see, the racket is what is keep them thriving. You know what I mean? You're drawing money without doing anything for the day. And watch it. This isn't easy to course correct.
No, it's not.
This isn't easy.
It has gone on for decades.
You know what I mean? People just doing what they want and eating with their food and doing all sorts of crap when the day come. You know what I mean?
And it's really ridiculousness, boy. And boy, you have to sit down there and listen to these people and listen. I just feel so sad, boy, to see them, because I know they could do better. I know if they apply themselves, they could do better. And let me tell you something, X. You know, the minute, let me be honest, if all them know is eating bread and cheese all their life, and then all of a sudden you get introduced to sausage.
And steak.
And steak.
And shrimps.
And shrimps. You understand? And ginger tea that come in a beautiful packaging.
They can't understand that.
Why would I want to go back to bread and cheese, boy? Why sentence myself to that? Hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Morning. Welcome.
Listen, I have a little incident. I called San Fernando City because I have some rubbish. I like cleaning up my area, my environment. I even went as far as cutting the grass on the extension road, because when they're coming in my area, I want to see, So I don't mind paying my guy extra to do that. Somebody pass and tell me, where you dumping all the rubbish for? Oh, because all in power. You see the mentality of people? Now, them I know I paying a guy to take up all that rubbish. Now, I'm packing it there because the convenience, so when the driver comes, it's easier for him to take it up there, bag it up nicely, everything, and put it in there. They start off. But them are coming to help me clean the road up there, but them complaining.
You see what I mean?
And all of them have to drive in from the main road to come in my area, When I call the city corporation, they say they have no vehicles. If you go San Fernando Borough there, as I see, Borough Council, all the vehicles pack up there for the years and nothing is fixing, That's like the police vehicles.
See what I mean?
And then it's wasteful of taxpayers' money, and when we open our mouth, we wrong.
Exactly.
How could that be?
Well,
some people have to be charged for not proper maintenance, because that is part of the plan when they're inside there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they want to watch over everything now. To make sure the right thing. Thank you.
Goal. I asked the corporation this week about the derelict vehicles. And what they are saying is that the law can only take health and thing can take an action if the vehicle is parked up there with no number plate. But anytime it has a number plate, they can't wreck it like that.
But
So
what
that's
happens
a
to
job by
all
itself.
those old vehicles we have in so many buildings like the Ministry of Health because they used to hide it. That is what P&M used to do. As fast as you spot them, they used to hide them. They used to send a wrecker and move all of them. Right. And I always say, if all they know, they don't want to fix the vehicles. Some of them vehicles needed minor fixes because where I was living, they used to fix them, right? Sell it to the public. If sell it to the public and make a revenue on it if all they have no intentions of repairing it. But all you're leaving it there. They're getting moss on top of moss. They're rotting down. And every few months, we see all they buy a new fleet.
Well, that's what it is. We go to work. Hello, good day. Hello, good day.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, I use a male voice, man. I use a male voice. Hello, good day. Hello, good day.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
yes,
good morning.
Morning. Welcome.
From over.
All right, welcome over. Go ahead, shoot. Well, not
First
shoot.
thing I want to report a street light not lighting on Jacobin Street.
You want to what? You want to report what?
The street light.
Yes.
On Jacobin Street, right in front of Elsa's Cafe.
Right, okay.
It's not lighting.
All right,
okay then. No problem.
All right. We're looking date for you.
Next thing.
Mm-hmm.
In 1955,
God.
the great Eric Williams started his
When he was
campaign on corruption.
Mm-hmm.
How the Albert Gomes government was corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
They got into office in 1956. And not too soon after,
Well, Albert Gomes, boy. Yeah, go ahead.
this fella, Ulrich Lee.
All right.
I want you to Google that name, Ulrich Lee.
Yeah, I know about him. Go ahead.
Was caught stooping and padooping. And Eric simply moved him out.
Okay.
Then there was a fella by the name of Patrick Solomon. Went into a police station and took his son out of the cell.
Yes, I remember that.
Eric
I remember that
Williams
also
replied
too.
to that was who don't like it, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, I remember that.
I have plenty more, but that's all for now. I may call it on another episode. Thank you.
You're welcome. A YouTube chatter says, employment is everywhere. They need to access the MPS ministerial offices. Things are getting better. The Hilton, over 500 more jobs, and others are coming. And I agree, but like I told you, my friend who works in social services, this girl just posts jobs every day.
Right.
And I am telling you, sometimes MTS taking on people right now. And when she calls these people, because these people will be coming there to access grants. They have no children. They have no parent on the sick. And when she calls them, they are telling her, I had to work shift. You don't have a job. You have no money. You still asking if you have to work shift?
Boy, far on them.
You have long plots in your hair. They're telling you, cut your hair and you could come and I like my hair. You ain't like money too? Come now, man.
All right, people, we're going for the news and at 11 o'clock. It is almost time. Just a couple more seconds before the news. And we'll have brought to you via Stanley Augustus.
Yes.
You'll get the news. The news.
The
Remember
news.
our mom used to say that in the Oval. She used to say that about the bottom. A little diminutive lady, a small little lady.
With a tiny voice, and she used to throw it.
Yeah, she used to sell news day. And she used to come on and ball, news.
You know who I like too? The guy from on Charlotte Street. $1 for the Tiger Balm and for the chewing gum.
Yeah, that's the guy. All right, people, we're going for the news brought to you by yeah, I don't know where I'm going with that. but generally, we have the news by Stanley Augustus. So stay locked on, people.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago and the world. I'm Vermala Balkaran. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago today. Let's take a look at what's trending this morning.
Every morning in Trinidad and Tobago, a new conversation begins. And right here, we take that conversation further, speaking with the stakeholders and voices behind the stories. From news and lifestyle to culture, health, and entertainment, we bring you the topics that matter most as you start your day. Join us weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. Watch on TTT or join the conversation from anywhere on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. New shows, new features, big giveaways. Talk City 91.1. Your
on your smart device at TNT Today Show, Trinidad and Tobago Today, exclusively on TTT.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1 is launching bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development.
Okay, people, we're back inside and looking for a smart way to grow your savings. For a limited time, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates of up to 4%. That's up to 4% guaranteed when you invest with a PECW fixed deposit. Visit any of our branches, Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago to get started today. For more details, visit policeservicecreditunion.com or call us at 612-4PCU. PCU, your future is safe with us. Yeah, so you can go out and check them out and invest and get a 4%, because normally you don't get more than that really, but it's something at least. Your fixed deposit. And you know it's drama to get back your money and all kind of mad thing. You know that is cool. But that's good. Good that they're offering 4%, so we taking that. We taking that. Yeah. So the lines are open, people. 222
yes, people. Good morning for the YouTube people.
And all the people on YouTube. Well, I see the
well, I have just joined the conversation. I've joined the conversation to interact, because we are about interaction on this station. So I have entered the chat.
Somebody, Mr. X and Obi, are you aware of another scandal and corruption unearthed by the Auditor General in the amount of $1.7 billion under the PNM something which part-time payments is that about? I will give you a die from Suknam Singh kind of thing. I will give you a specific update on the new PNM crop. Boy, every minute is racket running. Every minute racket running.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Hey, don't tell me. X. Manly piece of equipment in your mouth, eh?
No, that is stitches, boy. It's stitches like it come out.
These stitches come out?
Yeah, boy.
Oh, Lord, oi.
Of course not.
You have some strong saliva where melting these stitches.
The stitches come out. Yeah, I still have some more.
Still have some more. You good to go?
Yeah, I still have
we not worry about nothing falling out.
Well, I hope not. I hope not. I hope not, buddy. And that's let's get this. just sending photos, you know. Abolition promises to bring back CPEP and other programs. Them serious, boy?
But I'm telling you, that is what they said. They're bringing back the CPEP.
Yeah. And I only hope they bring it back in the first incarnation. Well, we ain't getting for all of this yet. Only have 4 more years to gripe. Only gripe about 4 more years again. And then all they can talk about all the CPEP and all the whatever programs all they want.
Now, well, you remember them at the campaign now, you know. Them at the campaign now. Them are waiting.
Well, I wish this NPOPs program, well, I'm going to make it, this NPOPs program works well so that people could get sustainable jobs and get a job letter and whatever kind of thing. But they had a bill first before you get to that point. So I am hoping that it works well.
Yeah, and look at that, some nice photos here. Newly hired workers of the National Upkeep program, you know, so people coming out and I'm pretty sure that they will try their utmost best to make sure it have no ghosts in them gang. You understand? And I know you're going to have people who are going to zoom into this photo and say, oh, we see it more Indian and African day.
Yeah.
UNC only hiring Indian people.
Like, what is it like, Shubha?
Yeah, that they had to come. They had to
bring it again. So the system I'm thinking about, and you know what I'm doing here is opening for debate. I don't claim that this is the way and full stop now. It's about debate. Yesterday we had some nice debate about different ways of doing it. But this is my humble attempt. The way to defeat a system that concentrates power into ever smaller groups and eventually into one person as the Prime Minister is to put back power into as many groups as possible, go in the next direction. In democratic systems, well, democracy, the word democracy literally means people's power. The parliament is supposed to be a representation of the people, especially the House of Representatives. It's right there in the name.
Sure.
It's often called the House of Commons, meaning the House of Commoners. So every common man should be represented there. Of course, he can't be. But you know what can be represented there? What he is. We have things in common that form common groups in our society. And one of the best examples of that is their job. But there are other ways that group identity and group function, most importantly, in a country, if you can get that represented in the parliament, that is how you really change things up.
True.
So if you can have a system that recognizes that once a group in society in a general election can ask for people to vote for them, so for example, farmers ask for the whole nation to vote for them, and they get something resembling 25,000 votes, you should get at least 1 seat in parliament. If they get 50,000, they should get 2. And every other group that does the same thing, senior citizens, through TAP, for example, they already have a group representation. You offer yourself, the population votes for you, you get 1, 2, 3, how much ever seats. After a general election, you end up with 15, 20 seats in the parliament, directly representing the interests of those groups. No politician, smart man, no financier could worm in there. It would be very difficult for one to be able to conquer all those groups. And that would be a representation of the people. That would be literally the nation being represented in the parliament. And that group will then go on to be like the board of directors of a company. They will hire an executive. Now, yesterday we talked about executive president. That sounds good. But the idea is that executive, whatever is the power that is going to execute the direction of the parliament, that must be separate. Just like a CEO should not be on the board of directors. It happens, but that CEO becomes a tyrant. He becomes an executive director, and he's unstoppable. You don't want that. That's what we currently have. So separate the executive from the legislature, the parliament. That is the system that will work. We're going to a third one as to how we can get it to that point.
Okay, then.
So how and why, most importantly, should this current government do this? One, they cannot defeat the hydra. They simply can't. Executive action will work for as long as they are there. As soon as they are gone, it's going to come right back. Ms. Prasad's sister is a senior lady. I think she's a good one. I honestly do. But she would want to leave a legacy that transcends her mortality. And this change to disempower this superpower that she herself carries would be the thing to do. This country will remember her forever. Nothing wrong with whoever wanted to be the executive and their buddies being their ministers behind them, but you cannot also be the legislature. That's the point. So how can she do it? I've said it before. Wait until this president's term is up. Install your own president. That president's senators, because there's no independent senators, they're president senators, will be installed with the sole purpose of constitutional change. Because the challenge would be the Senate. I think they have enough votes in the lower house with the majority they have. Probably the Senate. To capture the Senate, do the same normal crooked thing that every prime minister has done in the past, which is install your own president. He'd probably do 2 in 1 term, in 10 years, sorry. Well, you could do 1. And bring your bill, and it almost certainly will pass. In the meantime, it is for us out here. Never forget, you are the shareholder. It is for us out here to instruct the board or anybody who wants to be on the board of directors of this country, meaning in the parliament. Make it the topic of discussion. Make it an election issue even. Talk it in the bars, talk it in the road, talk it in the maxi. Until everybody who's in that political game understands that this is what people want. That way, somebody's going to do it because they want to remain on the good graces of the people. Until you get that critical mass of desire in this direction. And that's why I thought this show, I mean, I have a long history, X. But I think this show and others on this station are continuing this tradition of this question about constitutional reform, and much props to all of y'all. But talk it here, talk it everywhere. Make it the new politics. Remember when some Buchanan used to talk about new politics? Poor fella. But make this the new politics. The debate over our constitutional reform.
Well, it is one that is that's a nice concept, and as he says, it's not the end all and be all, but it is one to end the adversarial politics of this one do that and that one do that, and why ain't lock them up and why ain't bring them in and all kind of dirty stuff. This is to end that type of political behavior that we really don't need in this country. We need to get together, and let the groups and them talk. Let the people who spina bifida, who have cerebral palsy, all those groups, they come together and they ask for your vote.
Yeah.
And they get your vote, they get one seat in the house. So when them talking, they talking to their issues. When transportation get in, they talk about their issues.
True.
When TAP and the senior citizens get in, they talk about their issues. And everybody who is worthy of a seat, they get a seat because people are advocating on their behalf. And now is the right time to do it, because Kamala Prasad's sister is of age. She doesn't want to serve. She can't serve again. She won't serve again, and she know her time is up. But it will leave a legacy that will transcend beyond her mortality, right? And something that would change the face of how we vote in this country and how we debate in the place called the Parliament. Parliament is short for parley, for talk, right? For advocating issues to get the issues out there. And if you have groups, they'll be very passionate in the Parliament talking about issues and debating issues that will eventually become law that will affect that group of people. Right? The next group will do the same, and the next group will do the same, and so on and so on. So we will have representation, true representation of the people via the Parliament. That's what he's trying to say there. Right? So we don't have this adversarial way that we going about politics. That stupid talk. Them thing and them is dirty talk and wasting with time. Because you know nothing in coming out. All this PAC, all this GSC, all this Auditor General, nothing coming out of those things. And there are findings that are very damning to the nation. Very, very damning to the nation. You know what I mean? And we can't do anything about it, or we can't get anything done. And of course, we're under this system that just allows for the mediocrity and the rubbish to take place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to get a system that works for the people, so that the people will have a say. They will have oversight. They'll have the chance to make law, and the legislature will do different to the executive.
Yeah.
The executive doing their piece, legislative doing their piece, and everybody selected by the right people.
And that is why I said yesterday, and I said the best way, and nobody can complain if she do it for one simple reason. The former said we need to remove things from our colonial past, and I said it yesterday. The Christopher Columbus colonial past, you remove you remove the ships. The president is part of our colonial past that was created based on the monarchy system. So the same way how the queen, the queen and the king is held up by the people. Right? They don't serve a purpose in the laws of the land and thing where England is concerned. They are a monarchy. The people is who keep them around. So as far as I'm concerned, the president position is a redundant post. It does nothing. It is part of our colonial past. Remove it and let it become an executive decision based on shit. All of that is nonsense.
You have to go towards social, I don't know if social democracy is an actual thing, right? But I know places like Sweden, Denmark, and Switzerland and those places have become the closest towards social democracy, so that you have elements in your constitution that talks about initiative, recall, and all these pieces that are part of a citizen getting a say within the 5 years that you are there. So you want to lobby for a street light. Your group will come into the parliament and lobby for your street light based on certain thing and put it towards the house.
And it has to make sense, like I said yesterday.
It has to
make sense, because you can't just come and tell me you deserve 10 street light. Right? And then when you're telling me you deserve 10 street light, but 4 of the houses on your street has some big spotlight shining on the road. So why you still need 10 street light on your street somewhat lit?
Precisely. So
you understand?
You have to justify a debate. And come up with sensible solutions to a problem. And not just rah-rahing.
And not only that, I think that even boils down to this situation with the seats.
Right.
I never like that seat system thing, you know. Listen, I wish it was just down to just numbers.
Well, under the system that he's proposing, it would just be your group.
Yeah.
Your TAP group, your special needs people group, your transportation group, Route 2 Maxi, all them people and them under one group. It have all sorts of groups that we can put in the parliament to represent the farmers group.
Yeah.
The farmers group will come out and advocate for farmers' rights and what is needed.
Exactly.
You know, we have
because we see in other countries when you mess with farmers, the tractors and everything does block up. I watch they come with cesspit truck and bathe the street with poop. They protested, you know.
Hello, good day.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning again, Mr.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
The British didn't make president. Independent make president. I am under the British. I didn't know nothing about president. Is the PNM coming with the independent and women president? I didn't know nothing about president. I came from St. Vincent, the president there. Well, they're there now because they become independent. Independent president, everything only blaming is under the British. Leave the British alone. The British are some good people. Unless everybody that follow the British rules, you're the real good people. Because I have some children. And I bring them up under the British rules, and they don't worry with me now. Half of them don't worry with me now. But I was determined. They're not going to make me run behind a black Mary every morning and say, I'm for you, I'm praying for you. The prayer for them is wood, stick, again.
All right. Like, for instance, that CPEP thing, them thing would be revamped under the, because now, there will be no need to full up Maxi and threaten people to go in a Maxi, to go down to a rally, to make your rally look big for you to win. That adversarial...
And there will be no reasons where when people come to take photo ops, when you're working on a site, you're studying to hide your face or run and hide because you're friends with PNM, or at one point you was a PNM voter and you're worried that if they catch you in a photo op that had to do with something that UNC is doing, you're going to be blacklisted. Because that is what, when I said it 2 days ago, PNM likes to threaten the voter base. If you don't do this for us, we go punish all you with this. And that didn't extend to just the people on the ground. That extended also to community leaders. And how they would, the so-called community leaders or gang leaders, is a whole system.
Let people like, for instance, the union would be a group in parliament. So
they would have a voice
for their issues. All the different people who advocating for certain things on that party would have to now form themselves under a group. Under a specific grouping. That perfect
example. Housewives Association. We have that here. They does nothing. What association is that? If the Housewives Association actually worked, like how America Housewives Association has worked, you feel you could raise a bag of rice by $3 and not account for it?
Right.
You have to explain that to them.
Like the Single Fathers Association.
They
could go up as a seat. And try to get in the parliament. And when they get in the parliament, they could advocate for all the single fathers.
Exactly.
Issues.
And they could draft legislation around it, because here what? Most politicians does, believe it or not, a lot of them does want to ignore it, but a lot of politicians just pay attention to social media now that it has social media. Because I will be honest, not all of them who's sitting in those places are some of the sharpest tools in the tool shed. So sometimes they just pay attention to social media to come with the talking points and certain things. And it have a lot of things they would hear on the ground that they could carry in parliament as an idea, you know. So when you hear a man advocating for something, and you could go into parliament and say, listen, based on this, I think this is something. Mothers with cerebral palsy. I remember when PNM came into power, UNC had given mothers with cerebral palsy a grant outside of the assistance they get for the children. And when PNM came into power, they took it away.
Well, this is what I'm saying, but all those things would be non-existent under the new concept, because now it would be interests and ideology. So whoever have interests will get themselves together, get in with 1 or 2 seats, and all the advocate and bend all the iron while it hot, bend the iron, heat it and bend it.
And if we are not being represented, then you don't get to go back there.
Simple.
Yeah.
And don't have no UNC and no PNM on how to get this seat and how to get the Hokita seat and how to get Sangrandi and we had to win this corporate and all them kind of rubbish.
But look, even with corporation, that corporation thing and all, I used to try to figure out, and I always used to wonder who created these dotish systems, because how you're trying to tell me, okay, I win the election, but you still control the corporations. So, and you still loyal to the former political party. So here what he go tell you, here what going on. Even though them telling you have to clean here, and pass with the truck and pick up the garbage, don't go and do nothing.
Yeah, or do very little.
Yeah, or do very little. So you sticking a spoke in my wheel.
Right.
Keeping me back from performing to allow your person to say, look, they're not performing. And the narrative is so stupid. You willing to punish yourself in some cases, your own citizens, your own family and friend, because some political party tell you, hey, if you make it hard for them, the next 5 years when we gain, if we gain, we go make it easy for you. So you're just stressing everybody in your community.
Right.
Under the promise that you go get something. And that is what the CPEP and URP thing. That's why they're peddling that. And I told everybody, I said, and I'm saying it as I want to make it categorically clear. For all the people who believe in PNM, who will hear my voice today, believe that when PNM come back in power again, all this CPEP and URP back, you all are naive and stupid. And I'll tell you why. Elon Musk bought Twitter. And he fired majority of the staff for bloat. He even walked out with a sink. That is to show how he was emptying thing. Twitter runs like a fine-tuned engine still. In some cases, even better. If PNM noticed that UNC just cut all of these cuttings and the nation still functioning, because as you could see, the launcher program, so grass going and get cut. All who were saying grass wasn't going and get cut, it going and cut. You don't need all the same amount of people to do the work.
Right.
Why would I, seeing the amount of revenue, because we know they like money, why would I see a government make a cut like that, gain all that revenue back, and then turn around and do the exact opposite to that, and give you back all that money, when I seen the engine could run with less earlier? But I will promise you that leading up to the campaign train, because I need to sell you loo, and I will sell you the loo wholesale. I ain't going to sell you retail. So here we love you, so we take good care of you. Look.
Mr. X and Obi, good morning.
Good morning.
My question is, right, the things that CPEP were doing, right, what they were initially bought about to do, couldn't the corporation have been incorporated to do the same thing? Because basically that's what they were doing, cutting grass and all these things. Couldn't they have revamped it, like to make the corporation into a CPEP structure to avoid all this corruption, with the contracts and all these things, and the workers could have been directly paid by the government instead of contractors?
We getting money to put people in Maxi.
To explain now.
Mr. X and Obi, good morning.
Where we getting people to put in Maxi and threaten them to go in Maxi? It is what it is. It was used as a political tool to whip people into shape. And for small, the thing is, the small money is getting the government, boy. The people them are long title in the government. When you check the salary is not
next to nothing, boy.
Next to nothing, I don't know how all they survive, and some all they survive on them.
And they're comfortable with that, They believe, and that's what I tell you, they have been convinced that as long as they could buy, let me tell you something, the average PNM voter cares about one thing. You see, as long as them could buy a nipper punching or something to lighten their head, a pack of cigarette,
or to show up the neighbor,
a weed smoke,
or to show
data for the phone, right? And a real deal or a box of Chinese food, that life.
No,
that is
can't
life.
Be life. That can't be life.
That is life for them.
I can't be life alone.
That is life for them. They're not interested in nothing else that's going on around them.
Hello, good day.
Hello, good day.
Tex and Obi.
Yes,
good day.
Morning.
Yeah, I was at PNM for the past 15 years gone by.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you something. I had a CPM contract.
Mm-hmm.
And, right? I tell you helping people, right? Helping people who you know, well, it's poor people, they can't get the place cut and things, old people and things that. And I had from the country, from Lakota Talpo, right? Talpo, right from. I will call me up from the country area. I grew up with people, everybody in that area. We go to primary school. We came adults, we stay together. We can never leave Talpo. I think wife and I remain in Talpo there. So I know everybody, I know the children. And you know what they must say? I helping UNC people. And the people who are born and grew up with, and I see them suffering, the children suffering.
Yeah.
I give them the work. I put all the politics aside because I know whoever wins the government, they have a government for everybody.
Yeah.
Right? They have to put the politics aside. At certain times, yes, you can play politics, but you have to do what you're supposed to do and help the people. And them to call my contract because right now, I was talking against the ills they're doing. And they give it to somebody else now. Who know what? They was doing? They up in the board space all the time. They're up in the K-Park. They jump high. They just jump up the water. Do what it is that they want.
I see you want to answer this question. Yeah, it's not going to read it
take that money and let them pay for the money. They give women the money.
Wait.
Carry them in a line party. Have fun. And that was to do the money. Never put in nothing to use for the rainy day. Right now, they push out of water.
Yep.
They have real contracts. They get do HCC work. In trade and I keep their contract. And right now they have nothing.
They have nothing.
Nothing to show.
Exactly.
Nothing to what they have.
Yep.
But I just try to put some, I put it to use. I open my business.
Yep.
Because I know someday then, you fall back on your own and have somebody to stand up on.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that is why now I go support the UNC because you know why? They have a different way of thinking then. And you're seeing, you just see where you're making change under the government right now. The people that want to see, but I seen it and everything would not happen in this 1 year.
Overnight, yeah.
You cannot expect the government to make this thing fix this thing that they damaged for the past 10 years in 1 year for it.
True.
Thank you.
Okay, caller, thanks.
Well,
now, X, say what's going on. Let me show you how to do the interaction. You don't respond. You take a call there? All right. Yeah, the caller gone. Right. Here, so here you're doing the interaction. You don't respond by texting them back. You read the comment and you respond on the radio on air to them because that is how the interaction is supposed to work. So that is what they want.
She said talking nonsense that majority of workers in this country work for that same $5,000 a month. Don't say that, sir. So what do you want me to say? What do you really want me to say? You know what I mean? It is very disheartening to watch people working for these wages and them.
Yeah.
Long title.
Yeah, but the thing is, CPEP and Europe below that though.
It was below that. It was way below that. It was $80 a day.
Yeah. And like I said, what these people would do, they would have secondary jobs. Some of them would work in the casino, they would work this place, they would work that, because nobody is truly looking into it. Social services is not going on track down you to see if you gain a grant and a food card and you still have a job, you know. They're not going to do that. So a lot of these people, that is how they got the little extra money to lime and to do different things. And they believe that is as good as it could get, because as far as they, and here what is be the sad thing with that, right? They believe that is as good as it could get. But when they see others with more or excelling more than them, they envy that, you know. They don't ever see the hard work behind it. All they see is you have more than us. That is why I tell people, you see, when people try to tell me about racism in this country, I don't believe in it. And that's why I don't encourage it on my platform. I am not saying it doesn't have racist Trinbagonians on both sides, but that majority of people is such a small society of people, they irrelevant. The problem we have in this country is a have and have not problem. Right? You have one side of the society that is doing better on the economical, social, and financial ladder. And then you have a other side of the scale that is not doing well. We take that call. Caller, good morning, boy. The infamous Kunji boy. I grew up here in Kunji, you know.
Yeah, grew up, he was your
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, brother.
What's happening?
And to our big brother there.
I never thought I would have been sitting down in a radio station talking to Kunji. I grew up here in Kunji, you know.
You was COP before?
That
really?
Yeah, you was COP before.
That show is 29 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Kunji boy, it is a pleasure to actually. If somebody told me I would have been doing this, I grew up listening to he.
Well, we bring you in
this
for
is nice.
Hello, good day.
Go ahead, Kunji.
That's nice. You see, when I speak, I like to speak with authority towards an independent person.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal and destiny in talk show program is to speak for the vulnerable and the underprivileged. But I want to ask this question. That frontline project that they start over there,
right?
That is a 3 months contract, right?
Yes, for now.
I think it's about $2,500
yes,
a fortnight.
No.
It's how much?
More than that.
It's more than that.
More than that.
I don't have the exact figures.
The new NPOPs program you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody had just sent us
the CPAP workers and them used to work for $1,200 a fortnight.
A fortnight, okay.
So much money.
$800 a fortnight. And I will speak Franco, man.
No, but Kunji, doesn't that doesn't
at least $4,000?
Right, so they're working for $4,000 a month. But Kunji, doesn't the breakdown depend on what position you hold in CPAP? What any worker person used to get a little more?
Yeah, get a little more, yeah.
Yeah, but that was I say $1,200 a fortnight.
Okay, so $1,200 was the worker man, the worker man rate.
Right.
What was the average worker rate? The person who was on.
But what I really want to get at,
okay, let me hear.
Is right now I see more for less. I see that we paying out more for less workers. When we had, all right, we hire 16,000. We could have hired 32,000 and give them at least a $1,500 a fortnight instead of all that money, and we hire less workers for more money. And I want to tell people this: if we really love and care and appreciate and love unity and humanity, do not give the people them 3 months contract. They can't go to the bank with that. Give them a 3 years.
Yes, but
contract.
Yes, but,
if we really love and care.
Yes, but this is the first incarnation before the mid-year budget.
Yeah.
When they,
well, I
they
agree with
have
that.
a certain amount of money they have to allocate to the program, see how it going, see who coming out, who participating, who doing good work, whatever.
Yeah, before they expand.
And then expand it and so on. But this has to be based on budget. This can't be just based on just high-end people because we love people so much. It can't be about
and that is why Mr. X. I always admire your contribution because you always stop me at my track.
No, it's not stopping you in the track, you know. It's not stopping you in the track, you know. You remember we didn't know everything, Kunji. Remember we certain things you could contribute to us that you would educate us on, and there are certain things that we could contribute to educate you on. And what I'm saying is this: if you hire a bunch of people willy-nilly,
start it off with a 9 months.
Well,
start it off with a 6 months.
It could start off with a 9 months, but it is based on budget and how much money the government has available to
invest
run the
in it to start it.
So if they have a
we still pay more for less. We still pay more money for less workers.
No. Same 10 workers.
The same 10 workers.
Same 10 workers.
10 workers working for double the salary. They're working for the double the salary that the worker man was working for.
So what's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that. But if nothing wrong with that, if nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with starting in 6 months.
No, well, it can't start
No,
6 months
the
first
budget
time.
that okay, Kunji, the budget that is allocated right now for that
It's
is
for
allocated for
months.
10 workers for 3 months on a trial basis to see how it goes based on the funding they have. After the budget
All
is
right,
ready, they
but
can know.
understand what I'm saying.
Right.
That 10 workers for 3 months. If you check the salary for that 10 workers for 3 months right now, and you check the salary for 10 CPEP workers, you can pay 30 CPEP workers with that salary what I have right now. That is what I get at. Say, can I hire more?
No, we don't want that $80 thing again. We don't
Yeah,
want that.
you see, I think you're not understanding.
Well,
okay,
I can take that.
Kunji, before you
I
go,
can take that.
hear what it is, and this is why I'm telling you, Kunji, this is what I'm explaining when I said they have been cultivated to believe that's how much they're worth. What this government is trying to do is break that cycle and tell them, listen, we don't want you all to just keep cutting grass as a hustle. We want this to reach a point where we could sustain more of you all, right? And pay you what we think you deserve to give you the opportunity to expand into probably something different. Because nobody will want to cut grass for the rest of their life.
Look, one of the programs they introduced this time is SUIT. Right?
Yeah.
For disaster preparedness, and they've also included small plants repair.
And they never had that.
And they never had those kind of.
And
things. So
those
they're
were the
trying to
things that I
get
was
those things
telling
going.
people. And you see, this goes back to the Manning Initiative. And I told people this. I said, you cannot convince me to come every day and just cut grass, right? And because okay, I'm a waka man cutting grass. Every time a waka spoil, I had to go and pay to get it serviced. But if you teach me a small engine course, my waka spoil, I can fix my waka myself. And then, because I become so versatile in fixing wakas now, I could eventually say, well, listen, this CPEP thing making small money, let me open a shop. The thing with CPEP was never meant to be a permanent thing. It was supposed to be something where you gain, it holds you through for a period of time, you learn a skill while you are there, and you go out into society and you contribute in a more meaningful way to society. PNM turned it into a structure where we will use it for votes. We'll give you the bare minimum, keep you desperate, keep you financially deprived, keep you dependable on us. And that way now, no matter every time we show up with those maxis in front of your place, you're going to vote for us because we'll threaten you that we'll take it away from you. We'll make sure you get blacklist or something like that. So that is what is happening, Kunji.
You can get a 1 year contract, a 1 year loan from the bank, right?
Right.
You cannot get a 3 months loan from the bank.
All right, we understand.
You can get a 6 months and 9 months loan and a 1 year loan.
Yes, but let me ask you this question. How do you eat elephant?
Mr. X, I'm telling you honest, your vocabulary and your knowledge is too hypothetical for me.
Whole or in pieces? How is it elephant?
How you eat an elephant?
Yeah, you eat an elephant whole or eat it in pieces?
Well, you got to let Telly kill the elephant first.
You have to eat it in pieces.
Oh, yeah, have a good day.
You too, it was good to actually speak to you,
and to my big brother over there, thanks for listening to me for all the years and them.
Yeah,
vice
boy.
Because I've been listening to you on YouTube a little while.
Okay, thank you so much.
When you see you have 6,000 viewers, just say Mr. COP is one of them.
Oh God, thank you so much. Appreciate it, boy.
I even subscribe to your channel, and when you come on, my notification come on my device too.
Oh gosh, thank you so much, boy. I tell you, I grew up listening to you. You know.
I believe that your contribution will benefit the UNC alone. Your contribution will benefit the future of this country.
Listen,
and that's
all
what I admire about you, brother.
Is seeing my Afro-Trinbagonian people and my Trinidadian people in general make it. Because we making it right now.
I don't believe in the Afro-Trinidad and Hindu Trinidad.
Well, right. I believe in Trinidad. Well, good. We can agree on that.
All right,
yeah,
cool.
I know what human being.
Okay, then. Cool.
Yeah,
Mr. X and my brother, have a good day.
You too, bro.
I've learned so much from this brother over the years also too, because we grew up in talk show together. Over 17 years or more, we converse. He and Reporter is another one that, we have been in this for a number of years. And when I was in the COP party, he was COP back in the days, right? And he took his last name after when the COP kind of dead, whatever. So he came out with Kunji, which is Kunji Biaris, his whole last name, right? So but I've learned a lot from him.
Listen,
and in a two-way street.
They are the ones who get me interested in politics. You know, I remember it was just a random Sunday. And I just happened to turn on that station.
And if you want to be a content creator, you could be a content creator very easily.
Demand education and knowledge is leaking out. He paused, and and people think I learned this thing just. I had a lot of mentors. When people hear me say mentors, I have mentors on both sides of the platform, PNM, UNC, and I took what I could learn from them, and I listened to. So that's what I tell you. When he called in, listen. I tell you, like my pause raised.
Only certain people who get either calling. He won't call in on every area and every program. He's a guy like that. He's very selective as to who he deals with and who he talks to.
Yeah.
You know, and we bring in information to them, so you know what I mean, he will be inclined to call.
Yeah. And not only that, he could take back the information, because you see, that program that the UNC just launched this is a pilot program. It has room for growth.
It is to feel out, all the areas that we need to get into and what we can train people with, the extra pieces, all those different. But you can't eat an elephant whole.
No,
you can't just put a program with 9,000 people in it.
Yeah,
and
that is what causes corruption to take place, because you have this large numbers of people and no proper oversight of what is going on. If you could, what you could manage easier, a large crowd or a smaller crowd?
Well,
a smaller crowd. So naturally, if you have a smaller crowd, we could assess, this is how this program is running based on what we see people showing up to work, like you say. We seeing that we run the course. We run the course, and better yet, you're giving them a cert, because I just tell people I love certs.
You know that lady there on that TV there? You know that lady there?
Yes, Hazel. I grew up watching She 12 and Under and all them things. Yes, I grew up on them things.
She's one of them young boys.
No, I grew up with them things, boy. So the reality of it is this: if we bring our program and the program, I could teach. We run the courses and we tell them, at the end of these courses, you will get a certificate that is registered, that is recognized throughout the Caribbean.
Right.
You have a certificate now. So here it is now. Because look at it this way. You could turn CPEP cutting grass into a certificate for landscaping, you know. So when you walk into Westmoreland, let me just say you start with one whacker, cutting grass in CPEP. Before you know it, you end up with 4 whackers, because you reinvested in your business. And then after the program, the government give you some short courses in the program. And then within the course, you get a certificate now in landscaping. When you walk into Westmoreland and you say, "Hi, sir, I would like to know, do you need somebody to mow your lawn and maintain your property? I have a certificate in landscaping that is recognized by the nation of Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean. If you come with that, and I come right after you, and I don't have one of that, who you think stands a better opportunity to get a job? Not the man with the qualification?"
Yep.
And that's just what it is.
I've seen something here that's very interesting. I must take these calls here. Real calls piling up here.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Very interesting topic and very interesting conversation. I know what you mean, but I fall in time. Hear what? I agree. You cannot have a course of 10,000 people at one time. You have to take them in small batches.
You have to eat elephant in pieces, not whole.
Now you can't eat it whole. Secondly, when you do your course, you have to change your attitude, because it has some people just going to course to collect a little stipend,
Right.
And you have to make sure that follow-up is done. Right now, we have a training program going on in blind welfare with young people, training them to be entrepreneurs, because we recognize that going out there, you're going to work in the public service. You understand? So we're trying to beef them up so that they could open their own business enterprise, and that is creative enough. So don't worry about this jargon talk what they gave me last night, but when we come back, we go bring back CPEP. You understand? She didn't tell you what we want her to tell you, but she come and talk about CPEP and all the program that they had, and all the stipend that they give, and who gets and who doesn't get. You understand?
Don't stop.
Let me start the right way. The right way is you meet your qualification. Now, what is special to Mr. X is that we now have to visit our whole education system. Is our education guiding us to what is possible, or just giving us some academic sense, and we can't make no use with it?
All right, thanks a lot. Yeah, man.
Yep. Yeah.
Hello, good day.
Hi, good day.
Hello, good day.
Good morning.
I wanted first-time caller to begin with.
All right.
Hi, welcome.
Always listen. Opinion box. I follow you on your platform, Facebook.
Hey, thank you so much.
I want to touch on what you said just now. That Trinidad don't have a racist problem, but we don't have and have not. Now, I am of East Indian descent. My mother is East Indian. My father came from a background where my grandmother is Negro. My grandfather is Arab. I, however, kind of mixed up with a Kalalu family. And my children is Douglas. But when I go out with my husband, because my husband is of East Indian descent, I get looks from both sides. The Indian side, like, would she be with me? And the African side, like, would he be with she?
Yeah.
So I think it stems from, because when I was growing up, PNM, UNC, I vote both parties. I don't have no preference.
No allegiance to no specific side. Okay.
So it is too doing for us, because I still had to get up and work at the end of the day. You have to get up and work.
That is so true.
It might make our life a little easier with certain things that they put in place. But when Patrick Manning and Pandey was in power, we didn't have this so deep interest.
Yeah.
So I think it has an underlying problem with racism and politics bringing out more.
Yeah, but it's a small group of people. It's a minority
of people. Because I just say, if it is a racial war break out in this country, what are my children supposed to do? Because they are mixed up, and there are a lot of families who are mixed up. So I find in Trinidad, it's not supposed to have that.
Okay, agreed.
It's not supposed to have that, because we didn't grow up like that. Growing up long time, everybody in everybody's house, everybody playing in the neighborhood together.
Yeah, agreed.
And it's supposed to continue like that.
Yeah.
Because when it's carnival, everybody outside.
True.
Nobody is putting race when carnival outside. Everybody in the house.
True, agreed.
So I love seeing don't call in much, but I just wanted to touch on that something.
Okay then, no problem. Thank you so much, caller.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yes, interesting, I must say.
Yeah.
Well, that's her perspective, but you know, some of us have this.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's a small sector of people. You know, the sector of people who think that they're so small, they are irrelevant to the bigger narrative or the bigger discussion of what is going on. But again, with the programs, you know, we're looking at what the government initiatives is where jobs is concerned. And the thing that has amazed me with PNM, they always want to shoot something down before it even get off the ground properly. It's like let we shoot this plane down before this plane even take off. The program now launch. It literally and pop now launch. There is no.
Well, the pilot project was where they found out most of the teething problems, and the new launch is about correcting some of those things, and it's starting small and building. But it is based on budget and the. Because remember, I keep telling earlier that Kamla Prasad Bissessa is almost $9 billion short in the midterm review.
Yeah.
That is not no small money to scoff at.
And that is accounting for the $3 billion that now gone missing, that nobody knows where it gone missing.
Right. So,
and all the others.
So I hope all paying attention to what the hell going on. Hello, good day.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Hello, good
Yes,
morning.
Good morning.
Yes, morning.
Good morning, Mr. X.
Morning.
Good morning, Obi.
Morning.
You know how long I'm trying to get in to welcome Obi to the station?
Pleasant good morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Inside like a liver. Inside
That's
like a
not
liver.
a problem. Your content, we have been following you, and you have your words. So don't doubt yourself.
Oh, God. Thank you so much. Hey, I appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. All right.
All right. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Well, you're getting a big up today. Think nice. Things happen. I never
No,
see
but I really, you see.
God, I carried all that. I carried all that text. I carried all that.
For the people who are messaging on WhatsApp, it's a lot of chat for us to read. Can you please sum it up to a voice note and try to keep your voice note within the minute, within a minute and 50 seconds or a minute and 30 seconds. Send 2 minutes and 30 seconds if you want, and we could play those out on the live air.
Trinidad doesn't have a racist problem. We have a systemic problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's about equality that PNM teach one have more than the other because they are thieves. Oh God, oh God.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, oh God. I wouldn't say that. I would say they are malfeasance.
Yes.
Or something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I wouldn't say they are thieves because I have no evidence.
We have no evidence of that.
You know, what a lot of people don't understand is that government role is not to put what? Food on your table.
Mm-hmm.
Government role is to protect the citizens, good infrastructure, good public health, and so on and so on.
Yes, protect the citizens from themselves.
Well, yeah, because they will hang themselves just now, the way they're going on.
Yeah.
It is now 11:57, 3 minutes to the hour. We are getting ready to close up the show, people. It was indeed a pleasure being here with you all today.
It was great.
To give you all information. I tried to package the information a little different to what Stephan does, because Stephan and I have a different synergy to different people. So we operate in a different way. But Obi is just as good, you know, so he gives me, you know, that kind of energy to go forward. But it is very interesting that people pay attention, and we had a couple first-time callers, so welcome to all of you all for being inclined to call the program.
And please go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe.
Because we don't leave our beds to come out here to talk rubbish.
Yeah.
We'd give you a little humor, little peacock, little stupid talk, little sensible talk, with a little bit of everything, right?
I think we just give more sensible talk than anything else.
We don't really leave our house to come out here and talk rubbish, right? We try to bring the facts as they are, and people not seeing the bigger picture. I don't know. I think they deliberately not seeing the bigger picture because they want their party back in, right?
Yeah.
And I keep telling the UNC all the time. Everyone I get a chance to talk to, every minister I get a chance to talk to, I tell them that 102,000 people that did not vote in 2025, they are not dead.
Yes, and you have to find a way to motivate them to stay on your side, because at the end of the day, if you're moving forward, you have to give them a reason to want to stay with you to move forward.
Because numbers don't lie, and they always tell a story. I keep saying that numbers don't lie, right? And that 102,000 people will be coming back at a vengeance for this party in 2020.
If you all don't do what you're supposed to do,
you can get them what? They do business. They go in and vote their party, and if they don't like their party at the time, they just won't go and vote somebody else.
True.
Learn that about the numbers. Bottom line. So we have to be able to take these criticism in stride. And Kamala Prasad Biswas is a strong lady that has been taken ridicule and disrespect for the longest while, and she has been able to stand the test of time. So I expect her in making these hard decisions that she has to make now. She's not steering the party down a road or the country down a road that is one that is failure. She's steering them into a correct direction for us to leave our dirty ways behind and try to come to a sense.
And most importantly, you don't want, when she course correct everything, to put it back in the hands of our government, because they will be coming now to benefit off of all her hard work and not give you all anything.
Yep. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow, people, again.
Yes.
So tomorrow is another day, another back channel, another time. You know, so even the list of minds have a genius of expressing the obvious. So I'm walking around with the blinkers, one is just mirror into a post. Have a good day. Anything
Make a better version of yourself, Trinidad and Tobago, every day.
All right, stay tuned for the news at 12 now with Carrie Roberts.
The House of Assembly is engaged in budget consultations with every sector of society: youth, civil society, banks, the agricultural sector, hoteliers, and much more. This is as the THA prepares to submit a budget plan for its 2026 to 2030 session. Secretary of the THA Division of Finance, Trade and the Economy, Petline Roberts, explained how public concerns are adding to the